How would you rate your call experience? That's what it says. Are we live?
We are live. Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
And see us?
The screen is very, very like low res, but
well, that's
got to be on your
it'll
end.
Happen. No,
Is it your? No, I think it's your eyes.
It could just be.
Oh God, I should just get glasses.
Yeah.
We're still. So we'll give people just a couple minutes to hop on. Who do we have on so far? Right now?
When I was on, I saw Dylan. I saw
Hello.
David, I believe. Hello, David, are you there?
Hi.
Hi.
Yep, I'm here.
Hi.
And I saw Gabe or Rachel. I'm not sure. They're both in the profile picture.
It's me, just Gabe. I'm driving.
Are you driving?
So.
I hear you driving.
Oh.
Hi.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Try to be safe, though.
Yeah.
That would be good.
We don't
We're
condone
safe.
live streaming and driving.
Correct.
Just for the record.
Yes. So we'll just, like I said, give it another minute before we officially get started.
For the people who are there, I want to say if you disable the show non-video participants thing, then you'll actually be able to see the live stream better.
Yes, I would highly recommend turn off the show non-video participants button. All of your Discord clients, whether it's on the phone or on the computer, by default.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
We'll do that. So, and we're experimenting. This is a new way for us of doing an event like this. Discord is not really optimized for this, but I think we can make it work. Should be good. How's everybody's weekend going?
Good. Busy, but good.
Yeah.
Busy can be good.
Mine has gone like a house in a windstorm.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Tumbling into fragments and
about to crush a wicked witch, perhaps. I don't know.
That is exactly it. Where we're headed.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
So,
say hi to the witch.
Yes. Well, hey, Drew, why don't you hit camera 3 and say hi to the camera? We've got quite a setup here.
Are like
howdy.
There's Drew.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Drew.
So I wanted to just shout out to Susie and Drew. They've been helping me out get this set up now for all day. It's been a crazy setup day.
I thought you were going to say for 10 years.
Well, there's also that's something. And Gabe, I think I'm really glad you're on because we have a throwback that you will recognize.
It's starring you.
Features you.
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
And I cannot
I'm really
wait.
glad I can't see.
Do you have a throwback for me?
I don't.
I'm
I did
sorry,
not. We
David.
did not prepare.
mnetmedia.com.
I didn't even know what I was. I don't know what I was thinking.
Here's what we do have. One heck of a shout out for you because you're one of the few people on this live stream who even knows Mnet Media.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Please elaborate on Mnet Media.
That was our old website. One of our first. Not even the first one. That was one of the earliest ones.
It was mnet-media.net.
And it didn't get immediately flagged by internet bots.
I don't know why it didn't catch on. It was so catchy and so
Was
memorable.
that before or after MalexMedia.net?
MalexMedia.net was
After, right?
I think that was after. Yes, it was somewhere in there was also cybermalex.com.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect how quickly that one was going to get flagged, but it got flagged everywhere.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we're always so excited to connect with people who were part of Malex stuff from forever ago, and when we were all wait, who all went to that school? I'm calling Rachel, wait, do you know who this is? Drew's stalking you on Facebook now.
Hey,
we got to be honest. It was exciting.
Nice. Good
I like your current branding, I have to say, though.
Oh, thank you.
you.
Yes,
Branding.
A little bit of a step up from the 10 years ago.
We learned anything.
we learned anything.
At least a number of steps.
One or two notches.
At least
have
two.
improved. Yes.
There have been two.
I installed cable for a couple of months a few years ago, and to test whether the internet connection was working, I went to malexmedia.net on their computers.
Nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
Does it still work?
It'll just redirect you now to the new site, which
It's
is
like, you mean this one.
presently broken, I should point out, but that's only because we're in the middle of a production rollout, which we'll talk about a little bit here.
Ooh,
I thought you were going to say pandemic in the middle of a pandemic.
Well, that is a thing that we're also in.
I thought you were going to say snowstorm, actually. Have you had your first snowstorm yet?
We had some snow.
I don't know that I'd call it a snowstorm, but we've had some snow already.
It's enough to sled.
For the Columbus area, any snow is a storm, is what they...
That's how most of the...
If the clouds look angry, it's considered a snowstorm.
Our first snowstorm was...
As long as it accumulates, then it's a storm, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, who's that? Who?
Yeah, who else has joined? Who else is with us now?
I heard a new voice. Is that... I want to guess who it is, but that would be offensive if I got it wrong.
Well, thanks.
Whoever
for
you
joining.
were, I recognized your voice.
We have a Discord computer running to look at, but we also have like 10 other windows in front of it because we have so much to share. So unfortunately, we can't actually we won't be able to check Discord very often. So if we can't hear you, we will not know.
Oh, is that what that looks like?
Is what?
The holy moly.
All right, Drew's not
What's
updating
going on?
us.
Are we having
Hang
a
on.
technical problem?
Yeah, let me show this screenshot from the.
We can
Well,
still-
everybody
Oh,
else can see it.
That's
So.
exactly how it looks on mine as well.
Oh man, it looks way better on our end.
It does look
A
great
little
on
bit
our
like a
end.
I
potato.
thought it was just...
Even on Discord
yeah.
on our end. That's
Yeah, it's like
alright.
somewhere between
Yeah, I was gonna send
240p
you a
and
picture of what it
360p.
looks like, but in
Oh,
selfie
hey,
mode.
hey, it's Rogran. Good to
It's
good to see you.
Rogran, hi,
So we're
and
gonna actually
Quentin, hi.
We're gonna actually disconnect our video and then reconnect and see if that helps.
Did
'cause
you
we
try turning it off?
Yes.
Turning
Yeah,
it back
that's
on?
what we
That's
should.
and turn it back on again.
Meanwhile, I'm
Let me
going to
go
say
here.
hi to everybody. Hi, it's Rogran. Hi, Mark. Hi, Quentin. And hi, Mom.
All right.
It's good to see everybody.
Plug the webcam piece and plug it back in. It's always.
Well, there goes the audio.
Ruh-roh.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
So how are you all doing?
Can you guys hear us again?
Yes.
All right, super duper. Let's see if we can get our video going.
Whoa, that's so much
Oh,
better.
that's way
Better?
better. Okay.
Okay, so
I'm
Quentin,
That
I
looks like
think
a
that
human
was
face.
we heard your voice, Quentin, and we were like, wait, is that Quentin? But we didn't know for sure.
You did know I was coming.
Yes, I
did
did,
tell you
and I
that.
appreciate it. I just want you to know I really appreciate you
Thank you.
coming.
Okay.
And this
thank
is
you.
100%. Well, actually, so shout out to Quentin because after our last live event, he gave us some tips and pointed me in the right direction on the ATEM. So that's what we're using today.
Yeah, it's a nice piece of kit
Yeah, it's really nice.
for the price.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's officially get started. We actually have a ton of material. I have like 4 pages of stuff. Well, it's 3. I threw one of the pages away because it was too many pages. But I'm just thinking we should get started because we have only 2 hours and a lot of stuff to get through. So are we good to jump into slides?
Oh, we're
they
here.
should be up.
They've got
They
their
are-
slides
Yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
In
the
a
first slide.
slideshow,
That's like
Alex.
the background. Oh, it's a slideshow right now. Can you guys see the slides? Yeah?
This is
Yes.
the first
All
time
right.
I've ever been live
looks
in
like
a
a slide.
slideshow.
So let's go to that slide. So I want to mention ahead of time, although I know we've been talking this whole time. So, you know, if you have if you object to being recorded, then let me know privately, and we'll cut out all of your words. We'll just bleep you out, the whole thing. Just bleep you.
But
the
we're
whole time.
recording
We
this
are
live
recording.
stream, and
Yes.
if you talk, you're recorded too.
Yeah, and the idea here is this is a big sort of update. There's a lot of it's sort of a yearly retrospective for Markley Bros, and we want it to be a hangout. We want it to be a conversation, but at the same time, we also want people to be able to go back and see it again. So, and just to honestly reference in the future. So, I think if that's why we're recording. The other thing is, and I mentioned this already, but if you just joined, please hit disable non-video or disable show non-video participants. It's a weird setting. I don't know why it's on there, but by default, it will show you everyone, and you should probably only be watching our videos.
Yeah, if our live stream is competing with everybody else's avatars,
yes,
you're not going to see our live stream as well.
So for background noise, we have a ton of kids in this house right now, so there's going to be a lot of background noise. We don't need any more background noise, so please chat at us. This is a conversation. Like, we're actually presenting. I've got a ton of updates for you guys and some fun stuff, but I don't want it to be just a one-way. The whole reason why we're using Discord and not YouTube is so that we can have a conversation. Does that make sense?
Does it make sense?
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yay, thank you, Dylan.
Yeah, thank you, Dylan, for the win. All right, you saved us.
That was hilarious.
So let's go on to the raffle, which I am actually going to post it right now. So everybody who is in Discord and chatting with us right now is eligible for the raffle, except anybody who's a current team member or...
You're crackling, too.
Yeah, Drew, can you help me figure out who is crackling?
I think it's probably me, because it's been me.
Okay, maybe just mute your channel unless you're like at the mixer.
At the mixer. It does work when I mute this thing too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we need to service that mic.
But what you'll need to do is go into the raffle channel, into the raffle channel on the Markley Bros Discord, and put like a reaction to.
Yeah, we didn't finish that one thought. So real quick, no team members or family members of current team members, please, because for whatever reason, the government is like, really worried about like illegal lotteries and stuff like that. So there's just a crap ton of rules around
taxes.
Yeah, and all that stuff. So what I would say is everyone in here is eligible for the raffle except team members and family members of team members. Okay, so I'm just posting this now, and we're gonna do...
Ta-da.
What's that?
Nothing.
Were you
No.
making...
No.
Are you talking?
Not a word.
Doing...
She was imitating the noise.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
All right. Okay, so there will be 2 winners, and we have a full prize pack. And basically, we'll give the full update on what the prize pack is. Oh yeah, has the quality improved for anyone?
Not here.
No? Do we need to try it again? All right, stand by for just a second. We're gonna unplug and replug and try it again. And Drew, can you handle that?
Yeah, well, if I can figure out which...
It's
the black one, right? Not the silver one?
It's the only USB-A plug.
That's USB-C.
Oh.
Yeah, be careful not to unplug any USB-C, because then we will have a bad time.
And we almost just had a coffee spill.
Yeah.
This one.
Did we unplug it already?
No.
No. Okay, I'll just go ahead and do that. 1, 2.
Did the raffle
3.
thing show up in people's...
They're gone.
They
Oh no.
they can't hear us right now.
Oh well.
Okay.
What are we gonna do?
I mean, we may have to improvise that.
Hello.
I don't know.
Are we
there.
back? Are we
That
live?
looks pretty good.
How does the video look?
A lot better.
Okay, great.
Gabe,
So-
Gabe and
It is this way
Dylan.
now.
Shout out to Gabe and Dylan for improvising.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I mean,
guys.
I was fully prepared to like pretend to be Alex for this,
Nice.
if they didn't come back.
And we know I've got my Susie impression down. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, so again, hop into the raffle channel and you will see the giveaway for the prize pack. Everybody needs to put in your reaction. You just need to add your ta-da reaction.
Except for you, Gabe, and you, Mom.
Yeah, anyone who is, yeah, we already had this conversation.
We did.
So, Susie, what are they winning?
You know,
It's not just hype points this time.
it's not
It's
hype
something.
points. It's
actually
multiple
something.
things.
You want to grab the prize board and show everyone
added
what
plural. Yeah, I'm showing you guys
it is? Okay,
right now.
so we actually got an amazing poster that Susie designed here. This is a like 100% exclusive for this event. These posters will never be made again, and there's only 2 of them. So
There's a third one that exists, but it's on my wall, and I'm never giving it away.
Susie got that one, but everybody else gets everybody else who wins one of the 2 prize packs will get one of these posters, couple of stickers. We have a Starbucks gift card, which is, I think, $5, but it's a mystery amount because I don't remember. I bought it a long time ago.
You can't find out without scratching that off. We're not going to do
and
that
then,
for you.
Keychain and a shirt. So you'll have to be willing to DM us your address and your shirt size. And if you win, we will be sending all of these things to you post-haste.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, thank you for participating. You do have to be present to win. So we'll confirm the winner actually on the live stream, and we'll DM you, and it'll be great.
We'll make sure to call out those raffle winners right after you leave to go to dinner, Dylan.
All
I
right,
figured as much.
Okay, so we did say we were going to have a fireside chat. So the fireside chat portion of the event is going to start now.
Where's the fire, Alex?
Didn't you bring the fire?
I asked Drew to bring the fire.
Oh, Drew, did you bring the fire? Man, that sucked.
Drew
All right.
brought the fire.
Wow. Okay, so that was our fireside chat. That was a great evening. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll see you later. Bye. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you're all on mute, but just laughing hysterically.
No, they're all
just
unmuted.
Uproariously.
They hated it.
So anyway, yeah, that was the best thing. That was the whole. It's all downhill from here, folks. I just want you to know. All right.
That's depressing.
Unless you want me to break into singing "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Nice.
That's fair.
Okay. So some people asked when we were kind of talking about what this was going to be and why December 13th and all that. Like, hey, what does it mean when we say like MBE YouTube Independence Day? What is our like Independence Day? And so there's a sense where we're talking about platform independence because it was on December 13th in 2019 that we published a video, and in that video we were responding to the whole YouTube COPPA FTC controversy. I'm not going to get into that whole thing right now, although I'm definitely interested if people have more to talk about it. We can talk about it either offline or if we have time later in the open Q&A.
Yeah, but it affected a lot of YouTubers who didn't know what to do.
Yep.
And when it was kind of hitting us, it was like, well, we kind of wanted our own platform anyway, so we're prioritizing that.
Yeah.
Because YouTube disabled our comments and disabled like a lot of features that we wanted to be able to use and have to interact with people.
Yeah. So comments, the main things that we needed that YouTube disabled on us were comments, push notifications, and end screens. Those were things that, and they disabled a bunch of other stuff for no good reason, like the mini player. I don't know why you have to turn off the mini player for things made for kids.
For fun.
Just because they hate us. So anyway, so basically on December 13th, we announced our new MBE TV, like totally independent platform, right? So that's why we talk about this as our Independence Day. We also, on that same day, and you can jump to the next slide, we also announced this Discord server. And you guys have absolutely blown it out of the park. We've had an amazing year hanging out with you guys, chatting, exchanging memes. I don't know, what do you guys think? How do you feel like it's been hanging out?
Wait, has it really been a year already?
It's been a year.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's something to celebrate, right?
Time flies when you're having fun.
We would launch right before 2020, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like this was like 50% of a year.
It makes me feel so old because I'm like, oh, I remember the Slack channel or whatever.
The Slack
you know?
channel. Yep,
I want to say too, like, oh man, you've all been with us for like a year. It's Rogren, you've been here for like a month, and David, I know you joined today, but
well, or David joined 10 years ago. You could look at it that way. So
that's right.
But either way, I mean, we've had
doesn't matter.
On Discord, we've had hangouts, we've had chats, we've exchanged memes and exchanged technical conversations. We've had, light conversations, deep conversations. We've done watch parties, and release parties. So I just want to say, like, kudos to you guys because you've made it an amazing place to hang out, and I really love. It's one of my highlights to be on Discord.
Yeah, not just kudos, but like Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being part
Thank
of
you.
our community. It's been really fun, and
Yes.
I've loved having you all there.
So I don't know if anybody has any other thoughts on that, but we could, I guess, move on to the next big community update. So one thing, I wanted to toss this out because I think this is really important. Honestly, nothing that we are doing makes any sense outside of the context of the community. And frankly, I would say the community is by far the most important part of what we're doing. And so to that end, I want to, it's been in the back of my mind this whole time that we need to have a document that we can point to where we say, this is how we intend to relate to one another in a way that is respectful and just caring about one another and lifting each other up and not tearing each other down. Because especially I feel like in the world today, there's so much of that and so much of that, engaging and discourse in bad faith, basically.
There's a lot of that on the internet, and we want to be a place. I mean, I'm aware of other communities that are good places for people, but like we want to be a good place for people to come feel safe and to have a good time, and to get real when they need to. Like, we care about the community. So building like a community code of conduct, we didn't want to do that without you guys and without your input a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely want, we haven't started working on it yet. We want to put together this document. We're thinking it's going to be like a community code of conduct. And I mean, I'm interested to hear generally what you guys think. What does that sound like? It would be helpful? Does that sound like it would be a good idea?
I like the idea. It's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gabe.
It's a good one.
I appreciate that.
Keep going.
All right.
It's hard for him to unmute when he's driving.
That's right.
He said he got home.
I think he's no longer driving.
Okay. Well,
I'm just fighting with my computer, so
Makes sense.
keep me in your prayers.
All right. So
Joiner.
yeah, who's joined us?
I'm sorry if I actually. Can you introduce yourself, or because I don't want to mispronounce.
What's the name look like?
Drathmois?
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was
Yeah, I think.
Drathmore or
Yeah.
Drathmore.
I think that might be Michael. Did Michael join?
Hello, Michael.
Maybe something.
If
like
that is your
Maybe.
real name.
Moi? Something Drathmois? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks
Spelled
for
like
joining us. It's good to
moi.
have you on. So, with regards to the community code of conduct, basically what we're going to do is there's going to be a draft period. So we haven't started drafting yet. If you have ideas or this is something you're passionate about, please DM them to me, and we can kind of take that feedback, go into the drafting process, and then we will actually ask you guys to look at the draft and give us feedback before it's effective. So this will take
Be
months.
like, hey,
but
this is our
I just
code
wanted
of
to,
conduct. Do you like it?
yeah,
You know.
does this make sense to you? What do you think about it? That kind of thing. So if you're passionate about community building and those kinds of things, please let us know. So yeah, just a heads up on that coming. So let's go back to the MBE TV app. This is a huge important conversation because basically if we're talking about celebrating Platform Independence Day, there's no such thing as platform independence in our space without the MBE TV app. And so when we did the announcement, we made a ton of promises. We said we were going to do a ton of things, and frankly, I think it makes sense to go back and look at what we said we were going to do to get us to be able to compare and see what have we,
like how much
what
have we
done so far.
accomplished in
Yeah, where
one
are
year? What do we still need to do?
Exactly.
So last year
Trying
we
to get my attention.
we
Okay.
I'm rubbing my hands together.
Okay. Okay. All right.
we promised like the private beta would start
Mm-hmm.
in the first quarter of 2020, which it did.
Mm-hmm.
That we would be able to watch and explore the Markley Brothers shows like on the app,
Mm-hmm.
which at this point you should be able to do that.
Yep.
and
we'll do a quick rundown of what we've gotten to, how far we've gotten in this journey, in a minute. But what we promised in that video
was, that you would be able to, watch and scroll through the shows, be able to leave comments and like connect with us, and that you would be able to like subscribe to the shows that you're most interested in.
Yep. So this is not the complete vision by any means for what the app is going to be and do, but this is what we said we were going to do in this video last year, basically, in our December 13th, 2019 video. So let's see how did we do? Should we check in and see how we're doing on this?
Do you guys want to see how the app looks right now? They're all muted.
Everyone is muted. We did ask everyone to be muted, so I completely deserve
Yay,
this.
sure.
You brought this upon yourself.
Oh, you brought it upon yourself.
I did. I brought it upon myself.
Let me re-clarify. After Alex is like, yes, we want a conversation, but mute yourself. Susie says, please unmute to chat with us because, again, we want it to be like a conversation.
Yes.
So
I would say, please, guys, feel free to chat more at us.
They're not rhetorical questions. We actually want your feedback.
We do actually want to chat about it.
Please, yes.
Remind us, what was the question again?
The question
do you want to see the app?
Do you want to see the app or not? I'm just stalling right now because Drew is trying to get it ready.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, it's ready.
All right.
All right.
So,
three.
Also, welcome, Vince.
Everyone,
by the way.
on
Hello,
three, let's say yes. Okay. Everyone should unmute really quickly,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then we'll count up to three, and then we'll all scream yes, and see if we can
app?
peek. Yes.
1, 2,
like some
3?
cheesy thing. Okay.
that was a lot of people. Yay, I love it. Vince, thanks for hopping on.
Hi, Vince.
It's good to see you. We can't see you, but I can imagine your face.
But no one else can because they haven't seen the episode I'm currently editing.
My picture's there. You should be able to see my face.
Oh,
all right. Well, guys, let's.
Hey guys, testing 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me?
Hi, Michael.
We can, Michael. Thanks for hopping on. Good to see you virtually and with my ears.
It's a bold move doing this on an iPad with the Reddit app.
What's that? Oh.
It's a bold move doing this on an iPad with a Reddit app.
Yeah, I should put myself on Do Not Disturb is what I should do. Because that's, goodness knows what kind of notifications are going to pop up. Holy cow. All right.
Is he bold or is he stupid?
So I want to show you guys where we're at with the app. And now this version, either, depending on which platform you're on, either just released yesterday or today, or it's in review and should be coming out in the next week. So this is a completely new update.
So if you have the app, you go in like the test flight and download the update.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited about it.
It is pretty exciting. Okay, so a couple things that I want to just show you really quickly. Now, the new featured screen, up to this point, the app has had a hard-coded featured screen where everything was just like literally thrown together as fast as possible. This featured screen is completely dynamic, and it has different tiers of content, as you can see. Some of this is a little bit aspirational, so I want you guys to kind of use your imagination and see how this is going to go. Like, my section has nothing in there yet because I was literally working the whole time on code and not on uploading my videos. I have a ton of videos, I just haven't uploaded them all. So Susie's done a really great job of filling this out, and we will hear more about her section in a minute. But the featured page is now totally dynamic, and we can basically make it so that it can be a destination where you can land here and check it and see some cool new stuff and have it be a good experience for you. So couple other things really quickly. So if we check on the Join Us page, now again, this is where the sort of architecture between the app and the web have kind of come together. I don't want to go through all of that. I'll have dev videos later where we can kind of talk more about that. But this is the part where you can actually, we promised that you guys could use the app to add comments and connect with us. And the Discord is right here. This is a direct link to the Discord channel, to the Discord server. And I feel like Discord has done a really, really good job of providing a landing spot for us when YouTube turned off our comments.
It's basically bridged the gap between like YouTube interaction and our new app where we can show off our stuff, but we can't comment yet.
Yes. And comments are still coming. A lot more stuff is still coming. Just want to, be real about where we're at right now and where we're still going. So the other thing I wanted to show you is we basically have a completely new video player, whereas before what we had was kind of just a temporary player that we kind of lifted off of Vimeo's site. So we were just kind of using their embed. And now we have a completely custom video player, which I'm going to show you really quickly here. I don't know if I want this is. So
it's so cool that this is working on the
I know,
live stream.
It just actually works. And it's completely native. It actually has the ability to play at full frame rate and full everything on even pretty low end devices. I know this is an iPad Pro, but you don't actually need an iPad Pro for that. And our end screen actually works now. So if we go all the way to the end of the video, again, one of the things that YouTube did was turned off our end screens, and so we couldn't use end screens no matter what we did. And because we wanted the ability to sort of algorithmically create our own end screens, that's what we have now. Every video has an end screen with recommendations based on what you're watching. Now, those recommendations are not personalized yet, but we do have a plan to personalize those recommendations once we get there. So
Yay, data collection.
It's actually not going to be based on data collection. It'll be. I'm interested in having a deeper conversation. I think we can do personalization without data mining or privacy invading practices. So I'll be interested in having.
I was just joking. I know how much you hate that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. So, yeah. The last thing that I want to show you here is basically what happens when you do go through the recommendations. And part of this is my vision for, in particular, Bucking Sailboat, but in general, how you can interact with sort of the world of Markley Bros Entertainment. And it basically involves going down a rabbit hole or tugging on threads to see new ways of how content interacts with it, with different pieces of content interact with each other, or how they're related. So, for example, in this video, the recommendations include a couple more Bucking Sailboat episodes because they're next. But it also shows the next video in the series with this dictator character, who I think we've alternately called him Alex the Great or Alexander the Great.
Yes.
But this guy, who I love this character, and we're going to be doing more with him. So you could actually follow that rabbit trail and sort of see an unfolding canvas of a particular thread by following that thread specifically.
I mean, if you find a particularly strange character in the Malex Minute.
You, Toto, and your little dog.
I interrupted myself. Hold on. Oh, shoot. People might not have known that was me. Now they know.
Spoiler alert.
Susie is Susie. Also a witch sometimes. But like, you can find like super weird characters in the Malex Minute who have also been in particular episodes of Bucking Sailboat or
crossovers,
crossing over. And I kind of love that. Like,
absolutely.
And it just happened. But now we have a way to like tie them together and show people.
Yeah, exactly. One more example here that I think is really interesting. So we've landed here on the first animated Bucking Sailboat sketch. And if you are interested in following along in that thread of animated sketches and kind of focusing on the toon side of Ohioville and what that looks like, you'll actually see that it's recommending more tunes. And you can walk through that entire thread by just sort of looking through the recommendations and landing on them. Similarly here, like Susie said, there's a crossover where the character Timby and his counterpart Nixie, they have a cameo in the Malex Minute which is also offered up here because it knows that since you're watching something with Timby, you might be interested in more content with Timby. So
because you might be crazy.
you might just be crazy. It's entirely possible. And if you're hanging out with us, it may be inevitable.
That's fair.
sad news for everybody.
Okay. So what's next, Alex?
So what's next? I think we did not practice this transition, so there's a good chance that everything will break. But I'm going to turn off my iPad here, and we're going to move into the next phase. Okay, so next, and I want you guys to know about this because it's gonna pop up, and I want you guys to understand what the idea is. We're gonna do age gating. So in the app, when you interact with certain features, anything basically that could be construed as a solicitation for personal information, we're going to put an age gate in that. And that's a COPPA compliance requirement that basically means that you have to put in your birthday. And when you put in your birthday, it sort of knows, as long as you can't just go in and edit your birthday all the time, you put in your birthday and it knows that you are of legal age, that is to say over 13 in the United States, to potentially interact with us in a way that could reveal your personal information. Now this includes things like sending us an email. That's sending us personal information. So basically there's going to be multiple sections in the app that require an age gate, and that's why. So what I want to do is I want to make it sort of a reasonable trade. So you put your birthday in the app, and in exchange what it's going to do is it's going to do things like Easter eggs for your birthday. So, it's like a little consolation prize that your birthday has to go in there. And I would recommend against lying. If you put in the wrong information, it will actually punish you because you will never be allowed to edit it. If we allowed you to edit your birthday in the app, it would actually break COPPA compliance. So that's why we're doing that. Any thoughts on that? Because that's a little bit goofy and kind of technical. But I just want to put it out there.
All share your thoughts on 3.
All share our thoughts.
I have no thoughts on this topic.
Thank you for the feedback.
That
is excellent information.
I don't actually have necessarily thoughts. I'm just trying my new microphone.
We can hear you.
We can.
You sound great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's great. Yeah, it sounds like a COPPA out. So.
I knew you were going to do that to me. I knew it. We're going to have words later.
Gabe only came on the streams so that he could punish us.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got to stop before it gets out of hand.
We got to stop.
Okay. So things that are still coming, right? Based on the promises that we made and the progress that we've made, some of the things that we've done a really good job on, I think, of actually getting the app out into your hands. Some of you have provided us some really, really good and valuable feedback, so thank you for that. Please continue to do so. But things like sign in, comments, push notifications, those have not been delivered yet. I expect them to be basically next on the roster of things. We're going to start knocking stuff out now that we have this sort of underlying content management infrastructure and all the other stuff going on. It's going to be pretty straightforward, I think, to implement some of these other features. Another thing.
This is exciting. We're gonna be hiding some Easter eggs for
Yes.
everybody who's using the app.
So one of the things I want to think about the app again as a way to sort of explore the zany sort of universe, the larger universe of Markley Bros Entertainment, and part of that is going to be encouraging people to, once you have a profile, what do you want to do with a profile? You want to earn badges, right? You want to have stuff to show off on your profile. And so we're going to have things like those particular threads that you could tug on. If you start tugging on certain threads, you'll find that there's like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, that once you land at the logical conclusion of a thread.
But bing, suddenly you're labeled as a Timby watcher. Or whatever it is.
You heard it here first.
I might recommend not that exact phrasing.
I'm sorry. It's actually a clinical condition where I word things in the weirdest way possible.
It is. It's dangerous. But we will respect it if you prefer for certain things not to show up on your profile. We can we can remove them.
That's right.
If you're branded in a certain way. But in general, we want to make the badges desirable that you would want to get them.
That's true.
And there'll be certain badges that, like, if you can discover an Easter egg in a certain time frame, you'll get a badge for discovering that. And then that Easter egg, when it's expired or when it's gone, will never be available to get again. So having certain badges will actually show you that you are, have a certain status or have a certain, have been around for a certain length of time that, some badges,
and if you don't want other people to know, we know. And we get to rank you as our favorite Ember the more
yes, exactly.
the more you do and find out on the app.
Yep.
We judged by the Markley.
Yes. So with regards to achievements too, I just want to say, like, this is something that I'm really interested in and that I think could be a lot of fun. But we're gonna need lots of ideas and lots of, like, chatting with you folks about it, to kind of come up with, I think we have a lot of fun ideas, but it'll be part of sort of the engine of the community, sort of coming up with new stuff for us to use that to sort of drive what comes next. So one thing I want to make sure, a lot of the stuff that we've talked about, these promises that we can revisit in the coming year, they may or may not be done in the next year. But what we are going to do is, in Q1, we are planning on finishing the private beta and moving into a public beta. So at that point, the app will be available to anyone who wants to download it, not just our private beta testers, which is you guys.
And there will be no more test flight. Is that right?
Right, correct. Yeah, it'll be just regular App Store downloads and regular App Store updates. Now, the idea here is that the beta can then be over and we can have all of these core features implemented in around Q1 of 2022. So a year of private beta, a year of public beta, and then release.
Yeah.
Right?
And we're basically through our year of private beta now.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you're one of the ones who has the app or has helped with it or, anything, all of our beta testers are going to get free gifts.
Yes. So actually, this is really cool. This is one example of a specific type of badge that you'll be able to get in the app that will be gone afterward, that no one else can ever earn. And so if you are in the app and you are helping us test before the public beta is over, not only will you earn a special badge and some special privileges in the app and on Discord, but you'll also, we will literally be making and shipping to you some really special IRL thank you gifts, because you can see we make really cool stuff. We have these shirts that are, frankly, I love these shirts, and we've got
Alex isn't tooting his own horn at all.
I'm just saying we make cool stuff and we want to share it with you.
No, we do want to share it. We enjoy making cool stuff.
We enjoy.
And we hope that you think it's cool too.
With you also.
But yeah, special, like, one of a kind thing for you beta testers. Like,
Yes.
we're going to make something unique specifically for the beta testers. So thank you.
So it's getting to be about that time.
It's about that time.
I think it's about that time.
I think it's about that time.
I think we promised some private screenings. Do you guys
want to see a
you'll
private
want to
screening?
get off of mute to react to this.
That's
Do you
right.
guys want to see
You want to see
some stuff?
Yay!
Woo stuff!
Hold on, we need a countdown.
All right,
We're gonna do a
3,
countdown.
2, 1.
Yay! We're gonna do stuff.
We're a little bit late to ask, but like, what are we? What
are we watching?
What are you
Okay,
showing about?
So I have a question for you first, all of y'all.
Okay.
We released a trailer.
Did you guys
for
see the
a
trailer?
new show
For the
called
new show.
Danger Couch.
The Danger Couch.
Danger Couch.
Did you guys see the trailer?
Let me try to ring
Yes.
bells.
Yes.
Couch will eat you. No?
What did you guys think of the trailer? Vince, what did you think of the trailer? We lost Vince.
They're not
No,
convinced.
he just unmuted. Hang on.
Give him a moment.
No, he's gone.
So Vince, are you with us?
He's not convinced.
He's not convinced. Yeah. So, what are some reactions to the trailer?
Yes,
Vince,
no?
you're here. What did you think of the trailer?
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So Vince is our first guest on the show.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be fun in the pandemic.
Well, we're hoping that the pandemic will end.
it's going to last for the next 50 years.
I don't know what to say to that. That's going to be awesome.
I haven't
Very
been to
dangerous
one
guys.
in 9 months.
Okay, so we
Testing,
showed
okay.
you a trailer, and if you haven't seen the trailer, I don't know what to do with you. But we're going to watch the first episode of Danger Couch with you. Are you guys ready to see
Okay,
the first episode?
Wait.
Wait.
Hang on.
Wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys,
Yes.
important question.
Yes,
Important
Michael.
question.
Okay. My computer, my personal computer,
Yes.
is crap.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
I'm
So
So
I can't
sorry.
see your video. I can't see you. I can hear you, but those two little blocks that Discord have been going on this whole time.
Michael.
So I'm switching to my mom's computer, but it is her work computer.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything on this that could be a problem?
Just the viruses. I mean, the the guys that paid me to put all the malware on your computer right now.
No, what he means to say is there's nothing wrong with it.
It should be fine. Nothing to see here.
Go ahead
Moving
and
along.
drag the file into your folder.
I will say, hands down, Gabe is the most offensive Markley brother.
That is true. He can wear that. He can get that special badge.
I would apologize if there
you
were
make
any
me a
Russians
badge?
watching.
Thank you.
You don't sound Russian. You sound like Borat. I just want you to know
Oh,
that.
that's fair.
I will take that. That is a step.
I'm sorry to Borat. Like,
Oh no.
Yeah. So we can. Yeah.
Does this quote unquote mother's computer have like powerful enough to run Windows 10 private mode? Doesn't it have like a built-in virtual machine that you can run anything inside and it just can be containerized?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that
would just
certainly
use,
sounds like something I don't know about at all.
I would just use the web version of Discord.
That
I'm on
is
the web
true.
version of Discord.
There you go.
And there's only so much it can do.
And again, one other reminder for people who have joined recently, and we mentioned this at the beginning. There's an option that says show non-video participants. You want to find that option and turn it off because by default, our video is going to be shrunk into a bunch of squares that are just colored squares.
Like
and you can make
everybody's
our
avatar.
video
Pretty
big.
much what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can make our video big by unchecking the show non-video participants because we all want you to
That's where
participate.
you're wrong, though, Alex.
That's
Yeah,
where I'm wrong.
Michael,
Because
I
it's
was
still
running
just that
I
those
was
two
running
little
into the
blocks
same
rotating
issue.
around each other.
Yeah. It's because the Discord app on your particular computer, or well, at least at my issue was that it wasn't updated enough, so I had to switch computers just like you're doing.
Okay, I'm just saying, if someone looks at my
That's
mom's
the way it
history,
is,
she's
right?
not. She works for the
you do your square.
the public school department.
I mean,
Uh,
it's gonna look like she was on Discord.
And I mean,
yeah, I know that's not a problem.
there's a
Or
reason
maybe
we
run
had
in a
to.
private browser tab?
I cannot vouch
Our
for
show, our new show, literally has children spectators while we record it.
The show is fine.
The show is safe for
It's
work.
G-rated.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a reason we had to make adjustments for COPPA.
Someone just
Yes.
left. They wanted
They're like, oh.
NSFW.
Yep, NSFW.
They
or,
only
Now, we don't know
wanted
what
that.
other Discords you're in. You might be in a bunch of other Discords.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. So did the video quality issue pretty much resolve, guys?
It's been
Gotten
getting better
better.
and worse over time.
Better and
It's like
worse.
adaptive bitrate or something.
Yeah, I don't know
It's good
what's
right now
going
for
on
me.
with that. I'll be honest. I've been very unhappy with Discord's software encoder that you have to use, and basically we may no longer be using Discord. moving
Someday
forward
we might.
for this kind of
someday
event.
Be
we
able
might
to
have to.
use our own app for live streams.
Yep, that would be fun. Okay. So any other thoughts or speak now or forever hold your peace before we play
Is
this video?
everybody available to watch it now with us? And if not, then listen to it with intrigue.
You can imagine what it looks like.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Let's hit it. Let's hit the show.
We're gonna share.
Hey
Danger
everybody,
Couch,
thank you
episode
so
1.
much for joining us, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Danger Couch. So, in this show, we'll be doing various games and challenges. We'll be inviting guests who will be unsuspecting and have no idea what we're going to be springing upon them. And basically, just in general, we'll be having as much fun as you can legally have in an unfinished basement.
All right, so today we have a game that we're calling Mystery Box.
Ooh.
You two will be competing against each other.
And I bet I'm going to win.
There's a chance that one of you might win. There are 6 boxes, all of which contain a random item or items. And the goal is to confuse your opponent. So you open a box, you see the item inside, you can either be truthful about what you see, or you can lie, and you get points according to whether or not you effectively fooled or not.
So the opponent has to guess whether you're being honest or dishonest.
Yes, and you will open said items behind a little screen here so that they can't see.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right, do it. So, who goes first?
Thumb war.
Oh man, my thumbs are.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Okay, all right. I guess Susie goes first, even though I really did have the upper hand in that one.
He lost on purpose. This is getting weird.
No, I'm so sorry. Okay, go ahead and pick a box.
I'm gonna just pick this one. What
is it?
Be?
So am I supposed to guess? No, you have to tell me first.
Alex just starts guessing random items.
What do you think it is?
All right.
I had the illusion that you were leaning forward.
Well, I leaned forward slightly.
All right. So what I have here is I have a paper plate. I think there's supposed to be a face on it, but if it's a face, it's a very sad face. And I mean, it's definitely like a child's craft. Like a child did this.
There are no children here. No one would have made a craft. It is a lie.
Is it a lie?
It is a lie.
You're just going for it? No follow-up questions?
No follow-up questions. It is a lie.
Just a direct. You got it.
Oh yeah! All right,
Total
so
lie.
you got to keep
On
the
the
score.
scoreboard, 1 point for Alex.
The real challenge. Can I deceive my sister?
There was never any question here.
What am I supposed to? It is a box, and it definitely says "open fast" on it. And when I opened it, a spider jumped out at me. It was a very large spider.
It was black.
I have a follow-up question. Was it black?
What? Yes.
Well, you're telling the truth.
Wait.
Oh, it's
hold on.
wooden.
Hold on. Here we go. Let's.
Oh, I get to get spooked by the spider.
1 for 1.
1 for 1.
Wait. Are you winning?
We're tied.
I got a point and you got a point.
Yeah.
All right. She's mixing it up here.
Just to be spicy.
What box number is that?
This is box number 4.
Lie.
Do I win? Are we done now? So I'm gonna show this off. What we have here is a Lego base and a little bit of Lego Carnage.
You look me in the eyes when you tell me that.
A little bit of Lego Carnage.
Carnage?
Yes.
What do you mean by carnage exactly?
So there are parts of Lego people strewn around on this base. And There's a Lego head in the mouth of a Lego dinosaur.
Oh no!
Some of these parts are on the Lego base in very clever ways. Like they're not even Lego stuck. They're stuck with like gum, maybe, or.
Is it gum?
I have. Should I taste it?
Sticky tack? Or Play-Doh?
I think that this is gum.
You should taste it. I want to see you put it in your mouth.
Well, then you'd see it, and you would know whether I was.
So close! All right, I think you're telling the truth. Woo!
I mean, I lied a little bit. I know it's sticky tacky, but it really looks like gum.
All right, super.
Don't be so horrified. It's okay.
This is disgusting.
Take deep breaths.
What? Oh my goodness. I have something on this plate, and it's a little bit disgusting. I don't think we'll be able to use this plate anymore. This is a dead parakeet. An ex-parakeet.
Follow-up question. Is it like stuffed, or are there like...
I'm not opening it up to find out.
I mean, like, does it look like roadkill? Or
I don't actually want to touch it.
I know there's not an actual dead bird on there, and I know that you're acting quite a bit. So I'm not sure if you're just like hyperbolizing. Your story here is that
it appears to be a dead
parakeet.
I mean, I'm not an ornithologist. It could be a smaller parrot.
Is it dead?
It's not alive anymore.
Was it alive?
I can't tell.
Okay, well then you are being truthful.
Yay! Yay!
Oh my God! Good job!
Yeah! Wow. I win a point!
Yeah, you do. I really want to see if one of these will
that
stick
was
to your
close.
face.
So right in the face. Okay, cool. All right, super. I'll just hand these to you.
They are
super gross.
Disgusting.
They're super gross. Oh.
All right, so
Do you have a little ossuary over there, or what is going on?
Without showing Alex, let's show the camera what we have going on here.
I have a glass dish that is full of unattached fingers. Tiny plastic unattached fingers. There are 25 fingers here. There are 25 disemboweled fingers here.
Okay, so when we talk about these fingers, do they appear human?
Yes.
Do they have fingernails?
Yes.
Are they painted?
They are not.
Are there any thumbs?
I was counting the spread of thumbs in with the fingers.
This was definitely a work of premeditation. I'm going to say this is the truth.
I'm giving a point to Susie because that is not the whole truth.
The pressure's high.
Oh my goodness. My whole career has come to this moment.
That's sad.
Okay. Well, that's sad.
Whoa. What I'm looking at here is, it might be Dumbo. Yes.
You would know Dumbo because his ears are big. He's got a yellow
well,
and red.
I'm thinking more in terms of flying. And he's in a precarious situation. Basically, it's a mason jar, but he's like flown up to the top of it, and he's like hanging on by his back legs. He's gonna fall, but he's okay because he's gonna fly.
So if you hold it right side up.
What do you mean right side?
Like if you flip it over. If you flip the whole thing over.
So if you flip the whole thing over, then it looks like he's. It's
standing.
like no, not standing. He's definitely upside down either way.
You lie. Oh my!
I tell the truth. Boom!
Right,
Good
man,
game.
that
Good
was
game.
Great. No, we don't have to tie break. I'm not engaging in any thumb wars.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for our first episode.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe because there's more coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun.
Do it.
All right. Do it. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Okay. Our live audience is super adorable, and I'm gonna get a picture. Hi, guys.
So we can cheat by looking at
The camera.
the camera.
Well, don't look at the camera.
Don't look at the
It
camera.
has to be
Yes.
like a full
You have to be
eye
watching
contact.
each
Yes,
other.
watching each other the whole time. All right.
I could just turn the monitor off.
We're fine.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
cheat.
Don't cheat. Don't cheat. On a scale of 1 to 10, how
All right.
likely are they to
Who-
cheat?
Turn the monitor
Probably like a
Turn the monitor on.
off. I know her. She's
A
my
6.
sister. She will definitely
We'll say a
cheat.
6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Just turn the monitor
That's not a 10.
It's yeah.
But it's up there, folks.
It's up there.
It's not alive anymore.
That almost went in your teeth. I saved your
Trying to
teeth.
get your face.
Oh, it's stuck to the post.
I need to learn to lie better.
She does.
This
yes.
is practice.
Children, cover your ears as Mommy / Aunt Susie talks about perfecting the art of lying.
This is not Dumbo.
It's a flying elephant.
His ears are not big.
Yes, those are big ears. They're not huge, but I mean maybe he grew into them. Okay, it's possible.
My Apple Watch just reminded me to breathe.
All right. Very good.
Slug on that picture.
Why is there a
on
slug
there?
on that picture?
Great question.
All right. Let's cut.
Dirty slug.
That's not
Ready?
a thing. Oh, jeez.
All right. What'd you guys think? I realize now.
It was great.
Woo!
It was fabulous.
Woo!
So I came back. I came back to the thing and I saw you guys. I was like, oh, you really switched up the whole setup of the live stream just for this one bit, or whatever. And I was like, oh wait, it's
not live. I realized.
I see someone watches Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes. Okay, so
someone might watch What I Lied to You.
Yes. So I realize it looks bad because I forgot entirely that this was the shirt I was wearing on that day. And I have
the
to
only shirt he has. No.
I have to
I'll buy that.
to assure you
his
that
only
I
shirt,
have
and he's gonna
more
raffle
than-
it off for us.
That's right. I'll take the shirt right off my back here. This is how dedicated I am as an artist.
Don't do it.
Yes. All right.
It definitely won't be COPPA compliant.
It'll just be age gated.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna age gate it.
Yeah, you told Michael Crandall it was okay if he used his mother's computer for this.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well,
That's right.
I'm back on mine. I finally figured out how to get it to
Oh,
work.
so take your shirt
All
off.
right.
It's fine.
Okay.
I was saying,
Well, guys,
not what I'm going for.
I mean, anything for the fans. I just gotta say. No, but really, guys, thank you so much for watching the episode with us. We've been thinking about doing this show for literally years, and the idea of a completely unscripted, just hangout type, with just a little bit of an element of like games and challenges kind of thing. So it's going to be very much up to you guys to help us come up with what kind of good challenges and games. We're actively soliciting feedback on this.
Yeah.
We do have multiple episodes queued up. That episode is coming out tomorrow, and we have more episodes ready to go, or shortly ready to go, almost ready to go.
There's another one ready to go right now.
Almost ready to go.
There's
Almost.
it's I don't know what it needs.
How many danger couches are we shipping soon?
We will be
That's
shipping
the real
danger couches to the entire country. It's an unprecedented logistical
We're
operation.
taking over the world with our danger
However,
couches.
we do require
Wait, is that
that
a
the danger
plan from the
couches.
dictator?
The danger couches need to be stored at a very low temperature, which complicates the operation, as you
Okay,
understand.
but silliness
Don't feed them
aside-
after midnight, right?
No, don't. Silliness aside, like, to clarify, it is the only show, and I believe the first show ever, that we've had where we're not in character.
That's right.
There aren't characters that we're playing. We don't have silly names. Like, it's just us doing challenges or games or whatever, which I know is not a new idea, but it's something we haven't done before. And we wanted to do that to kind of work off, like, we're building community and we want to get closer to you guys and we want you guys to enjoy seeing us be goofy out of character, if that makes sense. Is that something you guys liked seeing in that episode?
So what I'm extrapolating is that you're saying this show does not build character, right?
Correct.
It's not
Would
good
it be
for
safe
you.
to say that it tears down character?
All I have to say is you must be of the shallowest character in order to enjoy what we create.
It only tears down character when you actively get hit in the face with a slug.
And there's going to be more of that, I assure you.
Well, that actually, if I may offer a note, I think that is what we need here.
Yes.
Is more wackiness.
Yes.
Within the games themselves, just to use this first episode. Now, of course, Susie's nodding in this sort of knowing way that seems to imply she's saying, "Oh, you have no idea what's coming down the pipe."
Have you seen the trailer?
Have you seen the trailer, Michael?
No, actually, I haven't seen the trailer yet. You got to remember, guys. I'm not as internet savvy as a lot of you people. I don't spend a lot of time.
That's all right.
The synced up, like, leaning in
like
to hear
4
the answers.
websites.
Well, I mean, the trailer contains some things that
There's some wacky things.
There might
Yes.
be wackiness revealed in the trailer.
It's possible.
Okay, great.
There is some pending wackiness.
Yes.
Also, I
Okay,
would say we're going to be doing more filming soon. And a lot of you actually attended the last ONN filming session, which I really enjoyed having you guys. And we're actually set up to do that again. I don't know for sure when the next one is going to be, but it's probably later this month.
But I know we had Trevor, and I believe Ramios was there, and Mark.
And Quentin. Yep.
Well, some of us can't make it because some of us live in California.
Well, no, I mean,
it was a live stream.
Live stream.
It was a live stream.
Oh, pardon.
Yeah.
I mean, some of us are not tech savvy
You have
enough.
been called out, sir.
That's right. I mean, come on. Some people were here,
And now they all
Michael
know where
was not
you
here.
live, Michael.
Well, no, cut him some slack. Maybe it was while they had all their internet turned off to prevent wildfires.
Yes, exactly.
I thought that was just power.
Oh,
I thought that was just 5G.
It's all right.
Power. You're right.
We've got a lot of terrible stuff going on. It's hard to keep it all straight. We've just got all of it. My traditional greeting
for you.
True story, guys. My traditional greeting, I've even done this at church, is, so how are you enjoying the end of the world?
I love
Are you
it.
having a good apocalypse?
What does your pastor have to say when you ask him that?
You seem to think it was kind of funny.
Nice. Very
But
nice.
I stopped doing it at church after I talked to him, yeah.
He laughs until he cries. Which
They can't all be winners.
That's right. That's right.
I have all these cheesy jokes and no one to give them to because I'm furloughed at work.
Oh, no.
Well, hop on the chat
spend more
anytime.
If you're furloughed at work, what is preventing you from being literally on our Discord 24/7? That's what I want.
I will point out, because not everybody knows this, but last time we had a hangout, it was like, hey, we might just hang out in the chat occasionally, not just a live stream, but just when we're doing stuff. And there has been like a Saturday or two where I'm editing and I'm like, I'm just going to hop on the chat. And if anyone hops on, like we can, chat it up. So if you're bored at work, hop on chat.
But that's going to be later in the
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we're not there yet.
Susie's violating the agenda.
Oh, no.
This is a cart before the horse moment.
Yeah, situation.
Are these
All right.
Mara's
Everything
psychic
is
powers
ruined now.
coming to fruition?
So I really appreciate you guys sharing that episode with us, or enjoying us sharing it with you. We could mutually share it together. Yes. The sort of meeting of the.
Keep going, Alex. I want to see how this goes.
We'll interrupt him now with a
That
special
one's
question.
done.
Do you guys want to see something extra?
We did. Did we have something extra?
We
Did we?
had something extra.
Did we manage to get something? We squeaked it in
Alex
at like 11 p.m.
sleep.
All right, guys, hurry it up. I need to go to the restroom, okay?
well,
but this is your big
This is
debut.
your big debut, Gabe.
All right.
Oh, you mean go now? Okay.
Gabe doesn't
All
want
right.
to be here to
All
see
right.
himself.
Drew,
That is a very different kind of show.
let's kick it off.
Oh boy.
That is terrifying.
All right. So definitely some
I'd
random.
I'd like to hear from Gabe about that.
Oh, but he's gone.
He's
now.
gone.
I did not sign off on the release of that one.
See, this is what happens.
You'll be hearing from my
Speaking to us from
lawyer.
the great beyond of that trash can.
Now, is this a common occurrence in hardware stores in Ohio? Is this something
No,
people in Ohio
not
relate
Ohio,
to?
but it's in Ohioville, at least weekly.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yes.
Is this a common thing in Ohioville? Is this
So in Ohioville,
an
and this
issue
is
Alex and the gang should address?
there is a world building element going on here.
Yes.
That as we learn more about the various odd corners of Ohioville through our sort of various narratives and threads that you can pull through Bucking Sailboat, we are planning on continuing to build on some of these ideas.
I mean,
And
Bucking Sailboat, Ohioville 9, and the Malex Minute are
they all take place in the same
in
universe.
Ohioville.
Yes.
Cinematic universe.
So
I don't know if I'd call it cinematic.
So maybe
Tune in 2030 for Malex Minute Endgame.
And 2031, Spooky Minute.
Snuffy goes to the grocery store alone.
Nice, nice.
I think there's
That was a
solid
good episode,
evidence.
right?
There's solid evidence to suggest that H.P. Lovecraft escaped Ohioville, actually.
Ooh, deep lore.
Oh no.
But that's just a theory.
H.P. Lovecraft, the writer you just want to slap.
That's right. Okay. Well, moving on. So our next slide, basically, wait, next. Yeah. So I mentioned Danger Couch is premiering tomorrow on both the app and the YouTube channel simultaneously, and we have we're going to continue at this point to get back to weekly updates, and I think we'll be able to do more than one update per week most of the time. But for our featured shows, what we're committing to you guys, and you can hold us accountable to this, that we are going to update the channel every single week.
Do.
And
we'll be happy to.
Yeah, thank you.
Give him
All
all
right.
Don't
kinds
you worry
of crap
about
if we don't make it. It's not the editor's
You'll get
fault.
so many smarmy gifs in your email.
I almost
got a
caught
cat.
I almost caught a cat.
Now he's freaked out because of the paper.
Snuck through our barricade. We tried to.
Where are you filming this again?
We
Some
said
kind of
we're having
enclosure?
this is the most fun that we're allowed to have legally in an unfinished basement.
It's an
Oh, hey, cool.
unfinished basement.
Nice overhead shot.
Yeah. Nice
Yep.
timing, Drew, on
Yeah, that
showing
was good. I liked that.
Hi, Drew.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
said hi at the very beginning, but
Yeah, this is
I wasn't here because my computer sucks. Remember?
okay. Also, for I'm cutting in very quickly. Anybody who hasn't gone to the Raffle channel and
Oh,
added
yeah.
their reaction, please
How
do.
are we doing on that,
because
actually?
we're going to be doing the prize giveaway. And last I saw, there were like 5 people in our chat who were not
4.
family members, or there were 6, and we only had 5 reactions. So
Yeah, so
4 reactions. The bot reacted.
oh, the bot reacted
bot
to
reacted.
itself. Yeah,
Okay,
so
Yes,
there-
according to this, Alex won.
oh no, that's from that's the last time. That's from November.
So there's a new
see the
giveaway bot.
see the
that says,
giveaway
you know,
bot. The post from 6:14 p.m.
And there's only 19 minutes left on the raffle.
It says react with the ta-da.
So
emoji
who all
to enter.
reacted here? Well, I'll call them out.
All right, so we've got currently eligible for the raffle. Dylan, It's Rogren, Quentin, and the Geek.
and David. Yeah.
David. So, y'all
So we
who are
need
who are
Michael
eligible who have not yet
And
entered.
Vince.
Come on, Vince.
Is Vince
Come
part
on,
of the
Michael.
team?
Okay. No, I'd be happy to. You guys got to remember, I use Discord exclusively at these events.
All right. So you go to
thank you.
on the text channels. Go to Raffle. You'll see the bottom message. The newest message is from Giveaway Bot, and all you got to do is tap on the ta-da emoji where it says 5 right now.
So
just
while
make sure
Michael's
everybody's got
Michael's struggling through that, I'm going to.
And Vince,
jump
what are you
back
doing,
to
Vince?
our-
Get on board, man.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
So
good job.
So Alex just said we'll be having weekly updates. That's his promise.
Yes.
As the editor, I'm sweating a little bit, but I'm excited.
I mean, we all work together. We work together on it.
We're doing
We've got
it.
a whole team.
In addition, we have big plans for a much wider variety of content on the MBE platform.
Yeah, so one of the
uh,
things that I wanted you guys to see, the very first look at that new featured screen is, people would talk to me, like I would talk to people about the app idea, and we would be chatting about it, and they would basically say, why do you need a whole app? Why can't you just use like a Vimeo channel or something like that? And again,
what's wrong with you?
Well, again, the answer is, if you look at the vision that we have here of this scrollable grid, left and right, the whole deal, it's more of like we want to have our own sort of mini Netflix or like a mini Prime Video kind of situation going on. Never obviously to any, degree that level. But the idea is we want to have a cross section of different things on there, because in our orbit we've got folks who have a lot of different interests and a lot of different varieties of talents and capabilities. So when we add all that together, the idea is we are gonna have different sections of the app that are entirely devoted to the team member who sort of owns that section. And so, Susie, do you want to talk about your
Yeah,
section?
I want to welcome very quickly Brian, because Brian DeLay just hopped on.
Brian.
Hello, and welcome.
Good to see you. And definitely hop in the raffle channel. The raffle is going to be ending in 17 minutes. So please get on there and add your reactions, anybody who's eligible.
Yep. And feel free to unmute and chat with us. And to reduce background noise, if you're not chatting, you can mute.
Although there is background
I'm
noise.
giving you a lot of grief, Brian, because I hear the background noise.
Meanwhile, there are children
There are
thumping
children,
above
There
our
are
heads.
children
stomping
tap
above our
dancing
heads,
upstairs.
So, it is what it is.
But to jump back to this, like an orbit of different kinds of content on the MBE app, like Alex has his stuff incoming. It's not there yet, but there were you saw some thumbnails of mine when we were like hopping through the app, and I've been doing vlogs for over 5 years now, which is pretty crazy to me. And I've just literally in the last month and a half, I just released an animated video for the first time.
Which is pretty awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, it is actually hilarious.
It was kind of fun to do. It was a new experience, but I've been for like the past year kind of practicing and learning how to use some new tools with like the iPad and the Apple Pencil. And I've been doing like a series called Cute Comedy that's basically like Little Rascals, where we've got these children, which the children are amazing and we love them, but you can also put them to work and make them useful by feeding them lines and having them say funny things and editing it.
Yes, because child labor is hilarious.
It's
if you
so
want to get right
funny.
down to it.
I've been experienced
putting them to
in
work is
child
good
labor.
as long as you're just not taking their data.
That's right.
That's right.
If they're under 13, you can't get their personal information. That just means you don't know where to send a paycheck.
This sounds like something that Ferengi said.
Being so well versed in child labor myself, I've been part of the Mark Libros since I was young enough to So like involving our
she
kids.
was our editor all the way back during the Malex Minute days.
Like David, literally
Yes.
10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah,
More than
weren't
that,
you
more
the
than that.
voice at the end of some of the episodes?
Yeah,
Almost
that you
everyone.
can hear like little 6-year-old Susie like, God bless you, have a great day. Like when I was like
Yeah.
7 or whatever.
She has such a high opinion of herself.
I do. It's gotten better. It's gotten better. I just was very nasally child.
I didn't think so.
Anyway,
that didn't occur to me.
I love involving our kids. Like, as you can see, they were like our little audience in the Danger Couch thing, where we're being real. Like, this is a family, the Markley brothers, like a family business and enterprising idea. Like, we want to build it together as a family. And we want it to be something that is an option for our kids to take part in as they get older and want, if they want to help make content or be part of the team and build like the brand or work with us. Like, we want to kind of build this for our families.
Or they'll be disowned.
That's not true.
That's basically yes.
No, that is not true.
Absolutely.
If my son
Total
wants
disown.
to make
If
money
you do not work, you
in
do
a
not
more
eat.
legitimate way than art,
That's
I'm
biblical.
very proud of him.
It's biblical.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. So my cute comment on the lighter note, like, it's just Little Rascals-esque. And as soon as my kids have been able to, like, hey, say this, and they say it, I'm like, great. Say this, they say it, just edit it together, and it's kind of hilarious. So I've gotten some fun sketches with Alex's kids and my kids involved, and I've been doing those for about a year or a couple years. I don't have a lot of them, but basically anything that I'm doing on the MBE app, I'd love your feedback on, because as part of our community, I want to know what things you guys like more and what things are well received and what I should spend more time working on.
Yeah, the idea here is that if you think about like a network of YouTube channels, this is kind of our way of expressing that idea. And there's a risk, I think, in doing this, that adding some of this content in, we could incorrectly or we could present the idea that we are for kids. And this is especially true when we're talking so much about COPPA and our channel is labeled as made for kids. Again, we are of the opinion, the legal advice that we've been given is that our content qualifies as quote unquote child directed under the FTC's current interpretation of COPPA. That does not mean that all of our content is specifically aimed at kids. We want it to be all ages, and we want it to appeal to a wider audience. But adding some of these videos that feature children or feature these kinds of situations that are a little bit whimsical and a little bit crazy definitely legally makes it qualified as child-directed, even if that's not our primary
Legal
audience.
Qualifications for child-directed means there's moving images and colors. So, if you make a video, it's for kids. So on that end, I've got like different flavors of videos, and kind of throughout me experimenting and making videos over the past 5 years, I've just been vlogging throughout. But there's been like Let's Plays. I do gaming videos occasionally. I haven't done a ton of those because like I know that my YouTube audience is not all about those. So, that's going to be something if people want more of, I'd love to do more, but if not, cool. And Sunday Fun Day is listed there, I believe, and it's for basically games and things. It's very similar to Danger Couch, but more like if we're playing a board game and hanging out, or, having an adventure together as, a family or as a group of family together. So that was something I was running like regularly every time we got together on Sundays. I haven't done one of those in a while, but again, feedback would be awesome.
Yeah, please.
And then I'm gonna have like just a music thread because I do a lot of music covers. I really enjoy making music covers. If you don't like them, I'm sorry. They're just there, and I'm not gonna stop. I enjoy singing.
No
and
feedback on those
ukuleleing.
ones.
Don't give
feedback
me feedback
on the other ones, not those ones though.
I love feedback too. That's one I actually edited like in the description so that when people are there on the MBE app, it's like described as like, hey, I'd love recommendation, because if people like, oh, I'd like a cover of this song, like I've always wanted that, but when I stopped getting, like I wasn't getting them from YouTube because I didn't have a huge audience, I just stopped asking. But I'd always love, like, I think Dylan, shout out, I think he he gave a suggestion or a request, and I filled it. So,
Yeah.
let me,
What was
whatever.
the request?
Yes, you did.
Way to keep some promises. What
That's
was the
right.
request?
What was it?
Go for it, Dylan.
It was the Hallelujah cover with the epic cinematography of those bees.
Yes, those bees.
The bees.
There were. That's okay. Gabe hasn't ever watched my vlogs, except the one he
I'm
was
not
in.
hearing any denials.
Yeah.
All I heard was awkward silence.
Yes, but it was very loud, awkward silence.
Oh, hit it. Yes! Oh, it landed
Alex
so
has
good.
waited his entire life for this. You can tell.
I can die happy now.
It's okay. You lie down and go in peace.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, Drew.
Well then.
And that was the story of Markley Bros' first on-screen death.
It was only the first of many.
There would be more.
You can hit it again.
And Alex is going to die in a whole bunch more features. We'll have Alex dying in animation, and we'll have musical covers that feature Alex dying.
Yep.
That's right.
So to wrap up, I've also got like some song parody ideas. Always not parody like the bird. They don't squawk, but like a parody like
Weird Al.
Yes.
Weird
I didn't
Al
even have
was
a second
exactly
one
who
next
I
to
was
it.
thinking.
A parody.
Can we
it's
request
spelled-
old
it's spelled
videos
on
to
that.
be re-uploaded?
I'm
at
never
Susie?
sharing junk food again. What are you talking
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, so if I made a really embarrassing video that only one of you saw, I might never share it again. That's okay.
That's
okay.
okay.
You can die happy knowing you got to see it.
Susie needs to have that space. So
And that
one
was
quick
the
point.
second death of Markley Bros was one of their fans.
And
I'm
I
happy.
occasionally write some original music, so that goes there too. I have a place to put it, and if people enjoy it, they can watch it. And if people like it and want to see more, they can tell me, and I'm happy to do that. So
Good times.
that's my stuff.
So one quick
You
note.
guys hear me now?
Yes.
That was a total lie, Susie. I do watch some of your. Like 33%, okay? So,
I'll edit that out in
denial
our final video.
Came out
You know what?
so long. That's, I mean.
I'll just play a flashback here where Gabe
It'd be
says,
hard to
I don't watch
unmute.
it.
That was like an Internet Explorer level reaction with the delay.
Browsers.
Yeah,
Take it away, Alex. Oh, I'm high-fiving.
Okay, so
right,
quick
I
comment.
might be using Windows, but yeah, not Explorer.
A quick comment on comments. So we keep saying like feedback. We keep saying let us know, give us recommendations, all of that. Obviously, YouTube has basically turned off comments across our entire network of channels for the COPPA issue, which again, that's the reason why we built the Discord server. That's the reason why we're building our platform. I believe that very soon we will be able to have you guys log in and actually treat our app kind of like a forum again. We'll get there. It's going to take some time. For now, please just contact us on Discord. Like, you can throw in some DMs, you can throw in messages in general. If you have a specific idea for a channel that would be devoted to feedback on a particular thing, like the Ohioville 9.
Which I just thought, like, we should just create a channel where I can, because I've been dropping my videos in cross-promote, but if people are interested in my videos or not, they can, like, join or mute a channel that has just my stuff, and I can post all my videos there.
Yep, that kind of thing. So let's jump into the next slide. And actually, how close are we to the raffle? I think the raffle is getting ready to end here.
I just want to point out how amusing all this trouble YouTube is giving you is. I'm not happy they're giving you trouble. I just find it so amusing. Like, we're a service that shows people getting hit in the crotch by hockey pucks, and we want to make sure that this Markley Brothers Entertainment measures our standards.
That's right. It's like, oh, this is too wholesome. We need to shut this down.
It's a picture. It's a little fuzzy guy and a sarcastic laptop, and another person and two other people sitting in front of a camera. Eek, We must stop it before it spreads.
Good Lord.
That's exactly right.
It feels
Now
about
stay
our
tuned
show.
for the next Ariana Grande video.
It feels the same way that Linus feels about it, basically.
All right, so guys, 4 more minutes
4
on the raffle.
minutes.
If you have not hit the reaction yet, I see we're starting to hit a consensus here.
We've
so
got Vince and Brian jumped in.
good job, folks. Good job.
Cool.
Yep. So anyway, definitely, if anybody's still missing, please go ahead and add your raffle. Just one quick note on my section. So I've had personal content for a long time that's not necessarily MBE in the featured category. So it's been on my YouTube channel, but I'm sort of going to be moving in the same direction where basically I'll have my own section in the MBE TV app, and that's going to be the primary place. I'll probably still be cross-posting to YouTube for the foreseeable future, but this is going to be more focused on, technical content, devlogs. There's going to be, I do have some vlogs and sketches and things like that I'll be uploading from my sort of backlog, and probably do some more of those, although most of that stuff is going to go in the featured section. So you're not going to miss anything if you just subscribe to the featured section and don't subscribe to like me or Susie or whatever. But one thing I wanted to point out specifically here is if you are interested in the app and you're interested in sort of the development process there, or if you're interested in the Your Face performance capture open source solution that we built for the Malex Minute, all of those things, I'm going to continue to do technical updates, and those can basically have a home in the app in a section where if you're not interested, they're not going to invade your feed. But if you are interested, you can sort of tug on that thread and get involved in that. These are, the Your Face project is still open source, so I'm still interested in collaborating with people on that. And I'm probably going to start, honestly, doing some live streams on that as well. Like just live coding, hanging out with people and chatting while we knock out some bugs.
I mean, you can't have such this amazing, elaborate live stream setup and not use it, Alex.
We will be doing live streaming with this amazing, elaborate studio setup, which also, by the way, I know we showed a very quick snapshot of sort of the whole setup here. I do also, in my technical section of my YouTube channel, which will be shortly cross-posted to the app, a full tour of the studio, the new studio setup. So if you're at all interested in that, definitely check it out.
It's pretty rad.
I thought it was pretty cool.
What
was that?
Michael?
Did we have feedback? Did somebody say something?
No. I was saying something to someone else in the room.
It disappointed me. I thought you were talking to me.
Same.
Yeah.
Michael got my hopes
That's
up.
very nice, Alex. I like it.
This whole experience has been a long diatribe of how I've let down MBE as a group. You're not on Discord enough.
We have very high
really
expectations
value our
for
members.
you, Michael.
Yeah, Michael,
I'm not sure what
are we
going to
be using the danger couch as
here we
the
go.
host chair from now on?
3, 2, 1.
The raffle!
The raffle! Oh, the geek 2448. So David, you win. And it's Rogren. Okay, it's Rogren. Are you actually on?
Are you
because
on?
I know
You have to be present to win.
You have to be present to win.
Oh,
no, he was on briefly.
He was on earlier, but I literally never heard him speak.
The way you don't beat disappointment is just not show up for 10 years.
that is true. If you set the bar low enough, then literally anything, and you're just gonna blow it out of the park.
A little bit of history for people who don't know. We had a running audio show for 10 years, and then we invited Michael on, and the show ended.
That is true.
See, there it is again.
Instantly ended.
It's me again.
Oh man!
How I've ruined it. I've just been the worst.
All right, so
feel free to come on Danger Couch anytime.
Yeah, definitely come on Danger Couch.
I'm just gonna come in. I'm just gonna fly to Ohioville and just show up.
Yeah.
Unannounced during a Danger Couch.
We've got a couch you can crash on.
We'll just scoot over and make room for you.
It might be dangerous, but you can do it.
Please do.
All right, so here's the deal. It's Rogren. I know we're chatting online earlier, and you said that you might watch the video later. So I apologize that you missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime to own this amazing poster.
This thing
But
right
we
here.
did say you have to be present to win. So what we're going to do is I'm going to post another raffle right now that is 60 seconds long. So you guys all got to get ready to jump in the raffle channel.
Are you all ready?
Well, now hold on. I got to figure out what I'm doing.
It's going to take
a
Alex
minute. It takes me a minute. I'm an old guy, all right?
Alex and Michael can just talk on the phone to each other about
suddenly the facade that Alex knows what he's doing is completely falling apart here, folks. And,
no!
Can I share the birthday? Can I share the birthday card funny that Gabe got you? Okay.
Obviously.
So, so Alex's birthday card from Gabe this year was like, "Happy 50th." He's like, I just don't remember, so I
He doesn't look a day over 100.
He's like, I ballparked it.
Raffle is posted. All right, so
Get in
everybody,
there.
if
Get in there.
you
React.
did not win, and if you want to win, get in there, hit the ta-da. I see we've got a few. Where I did run it for a little bit longer than a minute. It was 90 seconds because I wasn't completely confident. But we're going to get down here to the point where we count down and we will have our second winner of the prize pack. And I cannot wait for that moment.
In that moment, what is that cloth behind you guys? That is cloth, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should
Okay.
stroke it.
Do you recognize it?
No, don't do that.
No, I don't.
Don't pet the wall.
Look, it's so soft.
It's velvet.
It's velvet.
It's
It's bolts of velvet
Okay.
from the Justice 1 short film.
Oh my land.
From a million years ago, 1,000,001 years
wow.
ago.
Is this what John turned into when he exploded, or was this
No,
the
that was the
bed
it
that
was
the
like
princess was on?
There was like cinder blocks, and we draped this over it to make it look like it was not
And we put a princess
actually
on
made
it.
out of rock.
I recently
That older or
watched-
newer than Prince Melvin?
so
older.
So much older.
Much
I wasn't
older.
even born yet.
That's a lie.
I'm joking.
Okay.
It was like 6 months before.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. The hosted bot is lagging. Oh no.
1 second remaining, guys.
One
Hold
sec-
hold
man.
on to your hats.
The suspense. Did it end for anybody else? What's going on?
I still have 1 second.
There it goes.
Dylan! Woo! Congratulations,
I'm here.
Dylan.
I am here.
Dylan's
Make it known
here.
that I am here.
One of the
You didn't go to
most
dinner.
deserving people.
Dylan, you
He's
earned
back
my
already.
poster that I drew.
All
Oh, you
right.
drew that, Susie?
I did. This is my artwork, with my iPad and my Apple Pencil, and I've been using these skills to do animation now. So
Well, for those
Good
of us
times.
who didn't win the raffle, can you put just a picture of that without the text up
Discord?
somewhere so we could
Yeah.
I would
Discord or
be-
wherever? So
Like a
I would be
wallpaper.
happy
computer
to.
wallpaper or
yeah,
something?
that would be a delightful wallpaper.
I would
Yeah.
be happy to.
All
Thank you
right.
for asking.
Well,
Is that
guys,
is Snuffy sitting by the fire?
He is.
Yeah. I like
It's
that he's in a
like
little
do
smoking
3-second
jacket.
Yes.
animation on the fire, and then turn it into an hour-long video, and it'll be the Mark Little's
Like
vlog.
crackling
just
fire
crackling
The
noise.
Yule Snuffle Fungus Yule log video.
I mean, I was this close to drawing a pipe in his mouth. You know,
No substance abuse, people. We
No.
gotta avoid that. All right.
bubbles coming out of it.
So let's bring this thing down to a close. We wrapped
Do
up
it.
our raffle. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
So much and watching our private screenings of a couple new updates
That was really fun.
that are coming soon. Yeah, that was so fun to hang out with you guys and do that. So let's wrap this up. What I want to do is, in the few minutes that we have remaining, I want to go to like open discussion Q&A. But before that, I want to jump to a couple of like specific vision type stuff. So let's jump to the next slide, and I want to make sure that I call out, like, the Malex Minute is still our most important featured show for many reasons. We do not have a specific update on it today. But I just want to make sure that you guys know that it's still very important to us, and we're going to continue to ramp production on it, and we have more coming in the new year.
We're just reminding you, we still love our baby.
Yes.
We haven't forgotten to take care of it. We just don't know how old it is, and we don't know what it needs.
Well, that got
now,
very
you
weird.
You two are actual parents, right?
That is true.
So do you know what it means to take care of a baby? I mean, your kids
Mostly
look
my
fine in
wife
the video.
handles that for me.
And I
Fair
I
enough.
have no idea why you would ask that question of them.
I mean, I won't know how my kids turn out for like another 20 years.
Michael,
I could be doing it all wrong.
The great thing about Michael is that he never makes us feel bad for being weird. He just like takes the weird notch weirder, and I love it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, frankly, that was my big reaction on the Danger Couch thing was when you had a little clip with the kids, and I'm like, whoa, they're not on fire.
They've made it.
They've survived this. It's actually, you know what's really weird as a parent? Those kids are sturdy. I mean, holy cow. They can take a licking and keep on ticking. Man,
Oh
man.
yeah.
This
They'll
isn't
like,
being
Viv's
recorded,
elbow.
is it?
they'll like
'Cause,
fly down the stairs or like
is
just
recorded.
I
completely.
see why you're not streaming on YouTube.
So this is why YouTube got mad.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
Child Protective Services, we don't know about that at all.
FBI, this comment right here.
But for real, Vivian's elbow popped right out of joint earlier this year, and it was like
Have you gotten
a
that
little
seen yet?
freak accident, huh?
Have you gotten that taken care of yet?
I mean, yes. I just received the bill from the urgent care, so that was
That's
pricey.
the worst.
But it was like, oh my gosh, is her arm broken? You know, and took it, get X-rayed and all that, and they were like, oh no, you just like, and it pops right back in, and then she was like, oh cool, I'm fine. So yeah, they're
Soccer is
sturdy,
no fun.
sturdy little kids.
All right,
Back
so
when I was following you guys, I popped my arm out of a socket during a play. Or play practice, anyway.
Oh wow, David, I'm sorry. That sounds painful.
What was
So
the
we
play?
should have called you.
To be fair, that was 10
about how
years
to
ago,
do
so
it.
I'm fine now.
Was it
So
your
what was the
arm?
play?
Like, was it your shoulder or your elbow?
Shoulder, yeah.
and my shoulder
Then I
still.
Still not
performed
getting
Charlie
an
Brown
answer
in this
here.
fling.
Yeah, Michael wants to
What-
know what play it was.
What was
David.
the play?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. I was somehow Charlie Brown.
Oh, is it that scene where Lucy
he
and
did
Charlie
the
Brown are talking,
football.
and she goes, "Here, Charlie Brown, let me dislocate your arm."
It is that scene.
No. It was worse than that. It was at the very beginning. When Charlie Brown is running late for school, and I'm like, oh, I must put on my shoes now. So I dove towards the stage. And when you're diving towards the stage, always have your arms loose and not locking your elbows at all.
Oh no! Oh man!
Just a
Was this
professional
right
tip
before
for you.
the-
Good
Performance?
grief.
Nice,
That was during rehearsal,
Oh,
like 2 weeks
man.
before the first performance.
nice.
I
Well, at
see.
least it wasn't during a performance. That's great.
You're a slightly injured man, Charlie Brown.
Thank you.
All right.
All right,
So let's before we get to the open discussion Q&A piece, let's jump to the next slide and we'll wrap this up. Again, this is a little bit more of a long term, but I want you guys to know that there is a plan and that there is a vision here. It's a crazy plan. And it might not work, but it's
From
our
you?
plan.
No.
And it's something. If you're on the crazy train with us, let's talk about where we're gonna go. So
if you're in this chat, you're on the train with us, folks.
Yep.
You're
Next
on
slide.
it.
Okay, so the idea, there's two big pieces I want to touch on. We're going to touch on them very, very quickly. Number one, the idea is that this is going to actually be a sustainable business. So we do have a mission oriented focus in how we want to approach this. We want to think about it in a holistic good sort of a sense, but at the same time we're not running a charity. So it needs to be a sustainable business and we need to be able to pay the bills. Next slide. So, and some of you guys have already heard this before, but I want to make sure that I put it out there. Basically, this is going to be our yardstick. Like when we come back next year and say, all right, year in review, MBE Platform Independence Day, December 13th, 2021, where are we at? Well, this is still where we're going. We want to be able to produce revenue to where we can actually pay for our own hosting, or we can pay for our own equipment. Like some of this equipment is actually pretty old. I know it looks fancy, but some of this equipment is super, super old. And so we definitely want to be able to replace it and upgrade to 4K and all that fun stuff. Yep. This My head just went in a really weird direction. So backing that one up.
You?
So anyway,
I'm not saying anything.
I want you guys to be thinking about and communicating to us your thoughts on these 3 pillars of revenue. We want to do merch sales. We want to be able to produce more things like these shirts, more things like these posters, and to actually make those into something that that we can sell, that you guys would like, that people would actually want to have, and that they would be willing to support the business by purchasing.
Like like snuffy plushies.
Snuffy plushie. Oh.
Yeah, snuffy plushies are coming.
I hear your thoughts, Dylan.
We know. All right. So then the next thing is we're going to do what we're calling like a VIP membership, right? The idea being that, and it's probably something like a Patreon, where you can have different tiers and have different badges and profile banners and unlock premium content, like those kinds of things. I want you guys to think about that and let us know if you have any specific thoughts, specific ideas, or specific feedback on that. The other thing too is when it comes to advertising, I really hate advertising. I just want you guys to know that. And so if we can avoid things like pre-roll ads at almost any cost, we are going to do it. We don't like banner ads. We don't like pre-rolls. I'd like to explore sponsorships.
If they're tasteful.
So, yes, if there's an area
edible
where,
sponsorships only.
if there's a way that we can incorporate a brand's goals with some content that aligns with making something that's very funny, or making something that we really believe in, or something like that, I want to explore that. And so,
as someone who watches YouTube regularly and sees what's out there, I've seen sponsorships done in annoying ways, in ways that feel like they tear down from the quality, and I've seen ones that are done in really funny ways that aren't a detriment at all. So while one user might say this is sponsored video, and I'm like, ugh, and someone else can say it's sponsored, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so if we can be that, for example, a gaming channel who's sponsored by a new game, and they get to show some of the gameplay and play some of it, I'd totally be down for that kind of thing,
Yeah, or
I'd love to see one of those where you're like, the sponsor requires me to say that this is great.
Yeah, or I mean, I can
signed
even see
a
us
contract that said these graphics are fantastic.
Now we can do our fake sponsorships during Ohioville 9.
Yes, there will always be fake sponsorships as well.
Yes.
But if you guys can see the way this is architected, the idea here is that we have multiple legs of revenue such that we don't have to be desperate for any one of them. And that's a big part of this. That's why I want us to be thinking about this in terms of creating a sustainable business, so that, for example, if we want to be able to turn away a sponsorship, we can. We just can. And we have that option. Because, we've all seen where that goes south really fast.
But we'd love to continue to build up the community and build up close people who get to weigh in on our content and get to be closer with memberships and Patreon tiers higher and higher, and you get benefits like behind the scenes content that people who aren't paying for a membership won't get. Or we could potentially raffle away a year's worth of membership where we allow somebody into that circle, and these are goals that we've had for a long time, but we're getting closer to being able to implement them close enough that we want to talk to you about it.
Yeah, if you guys have strong opinions about any of these things, we want to hear about them, because we're trying to build something that is for all of us.
Yes.
And that includes all of us. And if anybody feels like not heard or left out, then we're not doing our jobs well. So this last slide before we wrap up here. One of the things, the reason why I want to bring you guys into this level of detail, this level of transparency about the business, about the platform, and about our goals and our mission, in a lot of ways, it's because we are trying to build something that's, that's actually making the world a better place. Not in a cheesy, I don't know if anybody saw Devs or Silicon Valley, but that sense, but actually like identifying problems and solving them. We are not the only brand, the only creators who are suffering with the internet giants that basically don't care about the creators, that see the creators as a commodity and not as a product, and that see the connection between creators and their audience, that sees that as just bits and bytes and data to be mined, and don't see that as a real relationship that we're trying to build on, right? So for us, one of the big things that I see the opportunity here, and it's the reason why we are just busting our butts to make this possible, is we are trying to build a platform for the MBE TV app that could be white labeled. And that if you're a creator who has a brand, that you want to have ownership of how the brand is presented, and you want to have ownership of how you connect with your audience, we want to be able to provide that as a service in a way that that benefits everybody. And the market research that we've done on this, I've done a fair amount, not a huge amount, but a fair amount of market research, and it looks to me like these services, the custom branded mobile app, direct to consumer service for video, basically it costs like $1,000 a month. That's where it starts. And I think that we can both beat the features of those entry-level tiers and come in at a lower price, so that we can be competitive in the market. So all of that to say, like, hey, if you know of a creator, or you have an idea for how we could connect the dots on that, we are going to be looking for creators that we can partner with to pilot this sometime between the end of 2021 and the end of 2022. So in 2-ish years, we're going to be looking to hopefully launch a partnership.
God willing, that's like the goal, and keep your eyes open, but also just like let us know if you have someone to recommend, or a conversation to start with us about it, because
we're just putting it out there. Again, it's a marker in the sand so that we can come back in a year and say, how have we done? Where are we at? And I just want you guys to know, like, this is a big project, but I think that we can extend the value out past just helping us with our thing. But we can all make it better and make it something that can actually sort of give other people the benefits of our MBE Platform Independence Day, and that it can be their Independence Day too.
Yeah, I want to throw out that, like, in the comparison of big corporations that don't really care about the creator, and if they're just looking to get data or get I see your audience as a source of income, like, we're doing what we're doing for the community. Like, we've talked about how important the community is. We desperately want to build this into something more than just a side project, and we're not doing it so that we can make money. We would like to make enough money to make it our jobs, because we want this community to be our full-time jobs. Like, and unlike Google or YouTube, where like it's only money-based, or only collection, and about, like, we genuinely care about the people. And I know that's kind of rare in this world and in this culture, but that's what we have going for us. That's we're just putting it out front so that we let our audience know and let our community know this is what we're inviting you to be a part of. Like, caring more about the community than the money, and trying to build something that's going to actually solve other people's problems, because we actually care about people.
Yeah. We also, I just want to be very careful too. Like, it's very uncommon. It's very common to find businesses that are 100% about money. And it's very common to find artists who are 100% against selling out
Yes.
And 100% again, 100% for artistic integrity and all of those things. I think it's pretty rare to strike a balance, and this is what we want to do and what we want to encourage others to think about, is to try to strike a balance where when we talk about money, we don't talk about it in terms of greed or just growth for growth's sake, but we talk about it in terms of sustainability. And we talk about integrity. We're not talking about it for the sake of some abstract artistic ideal, but we're talking about it in terms of the actual relationships that we have with people and the way that our art makes them feel and what it means to them. So I want to do both, and I think that we have a chance here to do that. So I know that's a lot. We just threw literally 2 hours of content at you guys, and I really appreciate you hanging in there. You guys are amazing. I did promise that we would have some time for just open discussion and Q&A after. We promised that the agenda would be over by 8. So with the 6 to 8 time is done. The presentation is done, but we're not. I mean, we're here. We can hang out for a bit, depending on what you guys are doing. If you're interested in chatting about something, do you guys have questions?
Open the floor. Unmute yourselves.
Unmute. Everybody unmute.
When you were talking about direct-to-consumer video stuff, were you referring to stuff like Floatplane?
I was looking at like Vimeo OTT, Nunchi, and there's some other, but basically most of the platforms that do that. And again, the focus here is an OTT service, which is over the top, basically replacing a cable channel, where you have a fully branded custom app with different tiers of like engagement models that you can do with customers, but ultimately it boils down to where you control your own brand, right? And if you think about YouTube, there is no way on YouTube to use YouTube's platform without other people's videos showing up next to yours. And so your brand gets diluted instantly in that situation. But I don't know if that answers the question.
I would like to point out that I've seen some terrible videos just on the side of the screen versus what I'm actually looking for.
Well, and here's something else, like that, we're not making content just for kids. We're not a kids show.
But we expect kids to be there.
We expect them to be there. They're there in our lives now. And like literally, we've had this conversation where I'm showing my kids something on YouTube and my daughter gets freaked out by a scary thumbnail that showed up on the side. And I'm like, well, honey, like, now we know, just in case, like if I'm getting on YouTube to show them something, it's like, I'm getting on YouTube, kids. And they all like close, like, okay, video's up. But like, I've told them like, oh, Uncle Alex is working on an app where there shouldn't be things like that, where it's going to be, safer. And, that's kind of cool to me.
Although I should point out, not every brand is going to prioritize kids' safety the way that we have. And that's not
but they're going to have like a place where they can make everything look the way they want it. If
yes.
It's
that's a question
about. Sounds like you're describing a lot like what Linus Media Group is doing with Floatplane. I don't know.
I would love to get in touch with. I mean, please send me links. Like if you've got examples.
I don't have any contacts there. I just been following them for a long time too. So
yeah, definitely send me a link because I'm never heard of this. But
me neither.
But for sure, I'd love to follow up on it.
I think Floatplane's a little closer to Patreon. Like I don't think you can actually watch a channel on Floatplane without paying.
What is the? We've got a technical problem.
Not yet, but we're about to. This receiver's about to. Oh, they're both about to die. Do these go in here? Are these related to this?
Oh yeah.
We don't need to hear you guys. It's okay.
we don't have to be audible at all. Yeah. So if you want to do a quick hot swap.
I already got my prize back. We don't need to hear the rest.
Dylan's done. You win your prize.
We're gonna swap out the microphone right now. Can
you hear me?
Somebody can. Yeah. Somebody can hear me.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I think.
No, Susie's mic is dead now.
Susie's mic is the one that's being swapped out.
Susie,
you
while
should be
Alex is up, shift his chair. Susie, shift his chair closer to you, please. by like 3 to 5 inches.
Cozy.
3 to 5 inches.
Perfect.
Cozy.
Perfect.
Talking about
Alex's favorite camera is putting the gearbox overlay in a very awkward position.
Oh, thank you, Gabe.
Yeah.
That's not my fault, and I don't know what you're
I
thinking.
wasn't sure whether to say something or not.
Get your mind out of the gut. Get your mind out of the gutter, you maniacs. Oh, it's on the side.
Thank you,
Hold
Gabe.
it down for a sec.
Thank you.
All right.
These earbuds are killing my ears. Let me know
Anyway,
if you see blood.
Yeah, so definitely, yeah, if there's any other examples that you can think of in the market that sort of hit some of these notes, even just for the sake of comparing and contrasting,
Let us
I'd love
know.
to see them.
The market research is always going on, and we appreciate any help with that. Seriously.
Yep.
Hey, Alex, you want to go to NAB with me next year?
I'd be interested.
If it's not canceled because of COVID.
Well, yeah.
As soon as...
Wait, what's NAD?
Isn't it a camera thing?
The National Association of Broadcasters. It's a convention in Las Vegas that's like, yeah, all of the video people.
So one of my favorite conventions of all time is SIGGRAPH. And when I have a like fly to the other side of the country budget again, for that, I probably have to prioritize SIGGRAPH because it is so
And New York City Comic Con, right, guys?
And so for
come to
business,
my neck of the woods.
we will start to go back to Comic Cons.
Maybe the Disneyland Resort?
Well,
everybody's shouting out.
Everybody's got their favorite
ideas. They want us to come to them. They want us to come to them.
Tell you
I
what,
love it.
Michael, get us some kind of event where we can perform, and that's what we'll do.
Oh,
we'll
nice.
Show up.
Yep, that'll be our third death on screen. We'll kill Snuffy on the stage
That's right.
on Disney, like in Disney.
It'll just be
while we're dreaming.
An explosion of fluff.
While we're
There's
dreaming.
a stage right across from where I work. I'm picturing that happening.
Gabe wants a pony while we're dreaming.
Excellent.
Did you say a bifurcated pony?
A vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
A vivisected pony?
I mean, I was picturing a pony with like a snake tongue. So
guys, just as a sort of comment, Edmund came in just a moment ago and he saw your shirt, Alex, and he's like, "It's the fungus."
The fungus. I love
what
that.
he calls snuffle fungus. I'm like, I correct him every time, but he calls it the fungus.
He's Gabe's 4-year-old.
I want to see a
3-year-old.
picture. I want to see a picture of Snuffy done like a gangster, like in an alley wearing a jacket and hat and looking all scary, and under it says "Fear the fungus."
Fear.
I want
the
that to be
fungus.
Snuffy's new thing.
Yes. Well, no, it could be evil Snuffy. Actually,
Fear the fungus.
that could be evil Snuffy.
Yeah. That'd be perfect.
Yeah. It could actually be his. It could be his new gig.
I'll go get my iPad and start working on it right now for you, Michael.
Speaking of
What?
some of
Does
these.
also Snuffy need someone to fight?
Yes.
Yes. So speaking of some of these really obscure Malex Minute characters, I went through and I annotated in the metadata. So now, if you're browsing through the Malex Minute on the app, you can actually see the relationships between episodes, and it will recommend episodes based on the characters that are in them.
So you can see all the evil Snuffy episodes, or
Yep.
see all the Riding Squirrel episodes if you're into that.
So actually, the MBE TV
No
app,
one is into that.
No one is
Right?
into that.
No one's into the Red Riding Squirrel.
You can
No one's into the
definitely
squirrel.
you can get as deep into the riding squirrels as you want.
The riding squirrels are the stuff of nightmare.
By default, the badge will be hidden on your
Oh,
profile,
it's happening again.
so no.
Yeah. The
I'm sorry,
squirrel
it's
badge is
something there,
default hidden. I like that.
I'm so hungry.
I did not know Fat Purple Riding Squirrel was going to make an appearance on this.
Just burn it. Just burn it. Burn it all.
I love it.
Well done, Drew.
I've heard that doesn't kill them though.
Yeah.
Fire doesn't kill 'em.
It'll slow them down though.
Bullets won't stop it.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of the Malex Minute, as our CGI capabilities get stronger, we are going to continue to not introduce, but bring over more and more of the characters from the original show. Because I love those characters so much.
We have a couple characters like lined up in next that we're planning to facial capture and bring back, and I am so excited.
We cannot.
Sneak peeks might have to happen later.
Today. No Malex Minute updates
today.
But just use your imagination. There is definitely more coming.
That's right.
Oh no!
What, the twins of Rob and Bob?
We're not going back that far. Rob and Bob
wow.
is Unlikely Adventures stuff.
Yeah,
that's so far back. I'll tell you what, actually.
David's the only one here who knows about that.
I
don't even remember
I don't.
that.
Only listen to the Malex Minute chronologically.
What's that?
I only listen to the Malex Minute chronologically from the very beginning.
Rob and Bob are only mentioned once in the Malex Minute audio show.
Yes. I have a very weird brain. Like, I thought you would understand this. Sorry.
Oh, fair enough.
Did you read The Unlikely Adventures, David? Or just hear about it?
The Unlikely Adventures of Malex and Ice Punk.
That book.
Is that when Linus had his origin story?
Linus's origin story is there. That book,
I did read
for
that.
the good of humanity and all that is sacred, is out of print and will remain out of print
Isn't there
forever.
still a copy at our public library?
There are copies.
There's a copy in a library.
Oh my!
We can't tell you which.
It's somewhere.
We can't tell you which library because we don't want you to know where we live.
It's like
I just picture a mom coming in with her kid and be like, "Just pick any book you want, son."
Good Lord.
It's literally the deranged ramblings of two 14-year-olds, and we managed to secure an ISBN number and self-publish it. And furthermore, we managed to get it permanently, as far as I know, still in the catalog of a library, which will remain nameless. But I like to imagine it's kind of like Myst, that you just throw a book into a hole and it just tumbles forever until it lands somewhere. And when someone opens it, they get sucked into Ohioville.
Alex, would you like me to get that book out of the library and forget to return it?
Thank you, Brian. That would be fantastic.
Keep it in the library. That's too good. It's too good that there's this mysterious Malex Minute book that no one can get to.
It's not technically the Malex Minute. The Malex Minute was born out of...
Alex, please don't split hairs.
Okay, all right.
I thought the Malex Minute was, rated G. I don't know that I would rate The Unlikely Adventures.
Malex Minute is usually rated G, sometimes PG.
Yeah, I was sharing
and occasionally
the
it's
classic
rated
episodes
WTF.
with my kids, and we were listening to them, and there's definitely moments where Malex is like, I would like to fling my body into space and die now. And I'm like, well.
Things that we realize that kids like to repeat, that it's like, wait, that's not something I want my 4-year-old saying. Right. What?
Now, of course, what's funny to me about this, maybe it's just something with my family, is you see, my family would have absolutely no objection to me hearing that at 4 years old.
That's fair.
Yes, family friendly is something.
My family was... My dad was playing Cheech and Chong records for us.
Oh, no.
Okay, to be fair, we were a little older. We were like 10.
Yeah, I watched Little Shop of Horrors growing up, so I mean,
Is it me or kids these days, folks? Kids these days.
Man.
Nice. Drew, is there any chance that camera is still recording? Are there still red bars on that guy? Because I think this camera ran out of space. And
what was that terrifying groan?
That was me trying to stand up.
My husband is secretly an old man.
Drew's a little creaky.
Well, see, the thing is...
I didn't know Drew...
Yeah, it's still got...
I didn't know he was your husband. Hi, Drew.
Hey.
Oh, Drew's been...
I don't know which... It's two,
my
so
husband
I can't
for
get
many years.
There should be red bars.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay, super.
Did Drew realize how he would be drafted into the Malex... the Markley Brothers Entertainment Network by marrying you?
Michael, when Drew entered into our orbit, trying to date me and get in, and he was like, dude, I love what you're doing. And I had been little 13-year-old Susie was like, I've worked for 4 years to finally get my name on the credits of the show. And Drew waltzes in, and Alex is like, hey, you want to voice a character? And I was so jealous. I was like, oh my gosh, he's new. He doesn't know what he's doing. But he was like,
he was an actor though.
oh, he was way better than I've ever been.
I mean,
it was great.
He was in theater and all this stuff.
My whole family has always loved Drew more than they love me. It's good.
Here.
I was waiting for her to say that she met him in theater, so she was the one who was also in theater. So it was a completely invalid qualification.
Drew had been in theater.
What character did he play?
He was playing
the anti-hyperactive enforcement officer.
on stage, or
Yeah, on stage.
Yeah.
no, he,
this was
in Malex Minute. He was the
anti-hyperactivity enforcement officer.
Yeah, when Malex was like clinging to the ceiling fan and stuff, and he's like, "Sir, I have to tase you," and tases Malex.
Yes.
To answer your question, though, that horrible sound was, I got knee transplants from an 80-year-old because they were in better condition than mine.
Isn't growing up fun? I found out recently, doctor, my knee's been making an odd noise. Well, your knee is wrong.
Well,
I don't know. Earlier
okay,
today,
he didn't actually say that, but if I'm a doctor, if I ever was a doctor, that's how I would say things.
Great bedside manner.
What were you saying, David?
Earlier today, I wrote the sentence, I was somewhere 10 years ago, and that struck me as wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Some things will just make you feel really old super fast.
Yeah, the first time it hit me was when a young lady called me sir, and the second time was when a young lady called me old.
Oh!
So what blows my mind is I'm like looking around. I'm like, going stand in line to vote, and I'm looking around. What are all these kids doing voting? They should go home and learn something first.
You know what was really good? I went to see The Incredibles 2 in theaters, and I got to see it in an IMAX double feature with the first one. I turned around in between the movies to a family that was sitting behind me, started talking to them, and the daughter in that family was born the week the first movie came out.
Oh!
And I was having an intelligent conversation with her.
Yeah.
And of course, I had no memory of 9/11.
One time when I was at work, I was talking to, I do the field trips at Disneyland for the kids. And at one point I was talking to them, I think they were mostly junior high kids and some junior high girls. I said, now look, I'm not going to be one of those adults who pretends to know what you're into, because when I was a kid, I hated that. I don't know what you're into. And isn't it better that I, the 36-year-old man, don't know what you're into? and the junior hires are like, you know what? You're right.
Okay. Here's the worst one.
The best.
Here's the worst one.
Okay. Oh,
you ready for this? This will make...
Fire it away.
Okay. Kids who were born the week of September 11th voted for the first time in a presidential election.
Son of a fart.
Be careful, you're getting really close to you're getting real close to one of our listeners. I think this was Dylan's first.
And nothing is I mean, hey, like I'm not an ageism guy, right? Like, hey,
no,
I think
good.
diversity in all of its
it is
God-ordained
just weird and mind-blowing sometimes.
Oh, do I have to hear another diversity speech? I hear them from everyone
I'm just saying, I don't want young people to feel ostracized here. No ostracization.
We don't have any ostriches in the studio.
Not even.
Thank you for beating me to that joke.
Hey guys.
Why do I have a
am
mouse
I the
cursor in
oldest married, like the person who's been married longest on this stream, by the way?
I don't think any of our listeners besides Brian is married. Is that correct?
But I am accepting applications. So if you know anyone over there in Ohioville,
looking for some warmer weather.
That's right.
And some more wildfires.
You said it.
We'll send them your
way. You said
way.
it, I didn't. That sounded like a double entendre.
I was going to say.
It sounded like one.
The warmer weather is caused by the fires.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the best double entendres are the ones Susie makes by accident.
That's true. That is true. And they are all accidental.
Yep.
I think my ad for the ladies in Ohioville would be like, hey, would you like to come to a place where the atmosphere doesn't freeze?
I mean, it does get cold here, and
Where the air is not just a solid chunk.
Well,
but the computers wouldn't overclock as well there, would they?
Say again?
What?
But the computers wouldn't overclock as well there, would they?
Well, you don't want to expose them to the outside air. You've got to have a climate controlled environment either way.
That's what basements are for, right?
who's in the coldest environment here in our
who
chat?
has the coldest? Would that be Quentin?
Dylan's in New York. Is Quentin in New York as well?
I'm in Boston,
Massachusetts.
so I don't know. Yeah, Massachusetts.
So that.
I mean, which part of New York?
So yeah,
What? Yeah.
Which part of New York?
Rochester.
he wins.
Oh no, Rochester wins. It's not necessarily colder, but oh my, do they have lots of snow?
Oh no.
What are your current
gotta watch
outdoor
out for the
temperatures,
There's
guys?
this thing called lake effect snow in Rochester.
We had that in
Yeah.
Cleveland. Holy
Yeah.
crap!
It's real
Yeah.
bad.
You would have like literally one street would have this much snow,
Yeah.
and then the next street over it would have like 4 feet of snow.
I grew up in upstate New York as well, and when I remember my favorite winter was one time we had so much snow that the regular plow driver, you had a regular plow driver who came several times a week. He had to bring a backhoe instead of his regular truck.
Oh.
And it wasn't weird or anything. He just okay, well this week I'm coming with the backhoe. See you soon.
Oh man.
I was like, okay.
That's pretty amazing, though.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember that. Many times as a kid, the snow was taller than I was, and I could just walk in the snow.
Oh,
Oh, that's so fun. I was wondering if you're in New York because I feel like I remember Alex took a trip
He
to New York.
visited me once in New York
visited
City.
Yeah, that was a different time.
Okay.
I lived in New York City for a summer.
I was so little, I didn't
Didn't you
remember that.
live in most of the time that we knew each other? Didn't you live in New Hampshire
Yes.
originally?
In fact, are we going through the whole life story here?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
obviously, I wanted.
Let's start
I
when
want
you were
to
young.
get out a
Remember those
map.
days?
We need to go.
I think I started this. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Actually,
You
so
know, in
take
my
notes.
day.
so I wanted to share this. Actually, this is a really good moment to share this. I think one thing that I was thinking about for tonight, but didn't get to, if you can believe it, we had 2 hours of content, and I actually cut a bunch. Okay.
We believe it.
Because my brain is so crazy. But one of the things I was thinking about doing was actually putting together a map, like a physical artifact, like an actual map, and putting flag pins in it, where we could basically say
Where you guys are.
Just basically get every new person to give us a an approximation of whatever city they're closest to, and see if we could over
That's
time
edging.
build-
Find them.
That's edging into creepy.
Alex, if you want, that is something that I could actually help you with.
Yes!
considering what I did for a living.
yeah.
Well, but do people think that's a good idea? To have a map that we could bring out and be like, hey, here's the spread of our embers, and you guys are all over here.
Oh man,
and,
that pun. That's amazing.
embers? What?
The spread of your
Spreading of embers like a wildfire.
floating in the
yes.
air.
That's
Did you
not
do that on purpose?
but that is not an association that I would like to endorse.
We need to take over the world with wildfires.
Yes, we're
No,
not.
Alex, I could actually make it an online app that wouldn't actually be that difficult to make.
Well, I don't know if I want it to be online. I want it to be like a physical artifact, like a foam board.
Like a thing that
we
they could watch us stick
that
with
people,
people
yeah,
during a live stream.
Actually see the proliferation of, folks.
Make it and send it to us, Brian. No.
I don't know.
Absolutely, I can definitely do that. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm a cartographer by employment.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. And
That is cool.
Brian, I'm trying to remember because Gabe was like, "Am I the oldest married person?" You're our married audience tonight, and I
Yes.
wondered how long have you
It's
been
a
married?
weird thing to say, but
It'll be 7 years this January.
Congratulations.
yeah, congratulations.
And how old are you, Gabe?
Too old.
How old is my marriage, or how old am I?
How old are you?
His
Oh, well,
marriage
I'm
is
not
actually
divulging
older than
that.
he is.
Oh, one of those
That's
arranged
horrifying.
deals.
It was arranged before they were conceived.
That sounds like a comedy bit I heard.
We just finally watched our wedding DVD, and I it's aging to the point where it was skipping, doing the whole layer thing.
Wow.
I'm I was kind of thinking secretly at the back of my mind, yes, this will not last another year. It will become...
That's so sad.
You know, if you want, you can actually
easy to back
destroy
those up.
things. They make shredders.
Like, does this speak to your marriage? Do we need to have a counseling session here?
Oh, no, it speaks to my... My hair was horrible during that.
We
And
must
nobody
destroy
said
the
anything, Susie. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I just.
I mean, I'm over here backing up DVDs and Blu-rays for my media server, so that can be done really easily. If the opposite of what you want could happen.
All of you guys work in such intellectual, technological.
Oh, no. I don't
feel
work.
left
This is
out.
my hobby.
Oh.
I work at a mattress factory.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean,
Well, actually, no. You do make something.
I think Disney cast member is pretty cool.
It is
that
super
might
cool.
be one of the coolest.
Didn't you get
Yeah, no, I
Alex
just
and
like
Hannah
to-
into
I like
Disney
to
for
make stealth-
free or something? That makes you
I
the
did. That was fun.
coolest. The coolest. Selling yourself short.
What was
Michael.
funny is Alex knew technical stuff about the rides that I didn't know about. That was a hoot.
Wow.
His brain is
I have a very
pretty-
special brain.
pretty special.
It's
And he's like, no, well, the projectors here must work like this. And I'm like, you shouldn't know that.
Well, and he'll get into conversations with me about the app, and he'll be like, so I'm just gonna like make some magic happen with my fingers
That's not
and
something to
details
say,
and stuff. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
sound like that either.
whoa!
To
look at
anyone
the
who doesn't
magic
know how
he
to
made.
code, that is how it sounds.
That's how it sounds.
All right.
I want to know how to code, and that's how it sounds.
My eyes glaze over. You know, I'm like, whoa! He's a magician. He's a wizard.
I mean, I'm a,
Computer code to me just is the word no over and over again. All I see.
That's fair.
I'm a developer by trade, and I still can't figure out what Alex is doing.
You're
half
a
the time.
wizard, Alex.
You're a wizard.
Well, I appreciate that.
Anyway, I mean, I'm excited about the app and things, but if Alex keels over, it's gone. None of us can do what he's doing.
And it's gone.
Oh no.
Alex Markley was found dead 2 hours later.
Our cash cow.
Our cash cow. Wow.
A squirrel with a red cape was seen fleeing on foot. We know that's how it's going to happen.
Yep.
You know it's bad when you're killed by your alter ego.
Is that Alex's alter
Yes.
ego?
Oh.
I mean, I have so many alter egos. That's basically the Malex Minute was just a gigantic confessional.
Let's be real though. If there was one that was going to do you in,
Yeah.
it's Little Red Riding Squirrel.
You think?
Not Santa?
Yeah, if we did a movie where Alex was being pursued by his own creations, a la Bendy and the Ink Machine,
Oh yes.
he would be attacked by Santa, Little Red Riding Squirrel, and Johnny John Johnson, who would exist only through the phone.
Only through the phones.
We'd never see him.
So I have a controversial theory here, though.
Ooh.
And that is that if I was going to get killed by a Malex Minute character, I think it would be Mike, but accidentally. That he would
Confirmed.
accidentally knock something over that was so
Or
heavy.
put you in
that
a
it just
car
completely
compactor or
flipped.
something.
Yes, that's where my head is going.
Oh, hey, you look a little squished there.
Alex,
Oh, no, I think we got to take you to the hospital. Oh, too late.
So we've had Fat Purple and Mike.
Oh, there's all kinds of cameos.
Oh, it's great.
that we could have.
It's great.
This is also why we need to have animation, is so that I can play all these characters with all these voices, because we're gonna
And show ways that you could possibly die.
Yes, that's
That's why.
that's the end game.
Yep.
It's just gonna be gore, just
you know, Alex,
sounds of it.
just looking back on it now, I really truly do love the way you've portrayed Santa Claus, both your performance of him and the character he is in the show.
I appreciate that.
this because I know you say that the riding squirrels are the great old ones of the universe, but I believe that the Santa, as you've created him,
he could be up there. He could definitely.
well,
could
think
be up
about him.
there.
He doesn't speak human language very well. He can pull matter from another dimension. He has this weird
Energy
obsession with
dense
weapons.
matter.
He's wiped out an entire country.
I definitely intend on Santa coming back in our new sort of universe.
That's what Michael's been pitching this entire.
Michael wants to
entire
see
time.
Santa.
Look,
defeated.
Alex knows my feelings on Santa Claus.
Oh, we share them.
That's
yes.
We have never been quite as synced up as we are when we're talking about Santa Claus.
It's actually something I get to hear occasionally because it's within the saved logs of bloopers from your last
that is true.
Malex Minute episode. Is you
Can
ranting
you send
about
me those?
ranting about how creepy
Well, we did
Santa
talk
is.
about there was going to be some premium content.
There
so
might be premium content.
awesome.
We've got behind
old
the scenes
throwback behind the scenes.
We've got over 10 years of behind the scenes stuff.
I just think the basic concept is odd enough as it is. Here, it's an old man who watches you, child. And then what does he do? Then he judges you.
He judges you.
You mean he
And
watches?
now it's gotten more creepy with the elf on the shelf.
You mean he's like God? No,
true.
he's just an old man. He's not an omnipotent,
Well, he's
benevolent
like-
being. He's just some old guy.
He's like God, but not the real God. More of like, you know, an anagram of his own name.
He's just the perfect. He's the perfect secular God. He judges you whether you're good or bad. No, seriously, you're good or bad according to no official,
We set Michael off.
official written thing. Okay, I'll stop. I'll back up.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good
You guys
times.
gotta understand, I don't have a lot of people to talk to. Okay?
It's been an entire year of quarantine.
It has
and
been.
It's
Basically,
9 months.
everyone is lonely, so we need to be hitting up these chat rooms.
And if there's one person that needs to absorb all of our rage, it's Santa.
Amen. We need an anti-Santa shirt for Malex
Anti-Santa.
merch. We need in your
that
merch.
would be good.
Anything's on the table. We just need
Yeah,
suggestions.
That's a great
if you
suggestion.
do that, okay, that is an official.
Anti-Santa.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I.
How about
May that be a gift?
how
from
about
me
just
to you as
just
the
like
idea.
the silhouette of Santa with like the circle and slash through it, and then just if you see something, say something.
Alex, you see, this is why I've always respected your work. Okay. It's been,
Because I can take
more
something
than a
magical and
decade,
turn it awful at the drop of a hat.
and that's why we love you, Alex.
I only know one person who can do that better than you.
Who can do it better?
I don't think he would like to be named here.
Fair enough.
Nice.
You
All
mean
right.
he doesn't
has
do it on
associated with
camera
this
to
family in the
share with
past,
people?
but
All right. Well, guys, it's 8:30 Eastern time, so we're.
Do you know where your children are?
I do, at least conceptually. Maybe not. Maybe not with specificity.
Oh, come off it. We know they're well loved and taken care of because, as you can see, the lack of or not see Hannah on the
but
stream.
Hannah's the only one of like the core team aside from Gabe who's not
would
here.
she would be here if it weren't for kid care. So she's actually also a wizard just with children handling.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing.
But anyway, we should probably wrap up. I've been working so many 12-hour days to make this possible that for multiple weeks in a row, I've been working past midnight, and my body is actually sore.
Beginning to shut down.
I'm just starting to fall over. So I do need to wrap up. But guys, oh my goodness, thank you so much for tuning in. So much fun. Honestly, this has turned out way better than I hoped and thought that it would. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
And
Thank all of you for coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like I want to list names and I'm afraid I'm going to forget someone, but
No, seriously, everybody.
I'm
thank you.
yeah, thank you.
And
Thank you.
We will be posting more updates this week and then again next week, and we'll be doing probably, I'm not promising, but we'll probably be doing another live like behind the scenes filming day later this month. So stay tuned for that.
And please, when we drop that episode tomorrow, that Danger Couch episode, please brag about how you got to see it early.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
On social media with all of your friends.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey,
I saw it early.
I saw
I'm
this
better
before
than
it was a
you.
thing.
I knew it. And David, I was there before they were cool. I'm still waiting for them to be cool.
I was waiting for that part.
Guys, everyone who does this on social media should say hashtag came to the couch early.
Came to the couch.
I don't know.
Really?
What does that mean?
Maybe not.
That sounds
No,
so weird.
that's not a thing.
There's
that
two
I'm going
words
to
in there
put.
that should not be together in a family-friendly thing.
Oh no. Moving on.
Gabe is the most offensive Markley brother.
We did say that already.
I'm so glad I stopped using my mom's computer.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, again, thanks so much. Have a good evening, and we will see you soon.
Fade to black.